We are live. Welcome back. Welcome back to the madness. It continues. We got Josh Smith versus Dan Perry.
What up? What up?
What's up?
We got Dan Perry on the board already with a 12-inch fish.
I'm going to need it the way Josh been catching.
Yeah,
I've had a few
man.
good days.
Yeah, I've seen your social media, man. You've been crushing it pretty good out there.
Yeah, I would say like the last two times I went out were fantastic.
Nice. Nice. Gonna have a heated battle today.
Yeah,
Got Alabama versus New York. I
I've had
like
that
it.
one for the ages.
How's the knee, Josh?
A lot better.
Yeah.
Still a little tender, and my range of motion isn't 100% yet, but a lot better.
Yeah. Did they determine what it was?
Not yet. I went and got some fluid taken out. I'm waiting for the test results.
Right on. Well, it's good to see you back in the yak, smashing bass.
Oh yeah.
Dan Perry rocking the White Sox hat.
That's right.
There's no baseball,
Alabama
bro.
don't have any teams, just college teams.
Wait, no, we have the AA affiliate here in Birmingham for the White Sox.
Oh, right on. All right.
And it's where Jordan played, and two of my grandparents are from Chicago. So I mean, I have family there, so I'm
Right on.
connected with Chicago. Yeah.
I'm connected. I like it.
Well,
I like it.
that's why we go to a lot of games here. Like
Right
we
on.
just got to see, Madrigal and Lewis Robert, some of the guys are about to hit the team that are going to be great. They just
Nice.
got to play here, so it's fun.
Very cool, man. What are you starting off the morning with, Josh? What are you tossing?
Right now I'm in the grass, so I got the chatterbait.
Nice.
I'll be going top water, chatterbait, and probably wacky rig.
Okay. All right. Dan?
Right now I caught that one on a Nico rig, just fishing a point, but I'll probably be throwing a swim jig and a frog and stuff like that.
All right. You've been working that Nico rig quite a bit, man.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's replaced so much stuff. It's just so versatile. Like compared to a shaky head and a wacky rig. Oh, I got a logfish.
I got a logfish. Put that one on your board. Let's measure it up.
It's either that or the slowest moving fish ever. He's coming in though.
It's probably a big old carp.
Oh, he snagged on another log. He ain't moving now. I gotta go in. But yeah, it's just such a versatile bait. I'm really, really into it. I'm really digging it.
Digging it. I like it. Man. I bought some Nico rig stuff last year, and I think I only tossed it like twice. Yeah. Something I need to work on a little bit more.
And I posted this not too long ago. Like I'm obviously not affiliated with Z-Man unless they want to give me a call because I'll rock their stuff. But it's funny how like you kind of think everything's been done, and then something comes out that that's new and works. But I went from like the last 2 years of really using no Z-Man because I didn't even know who they were to using like mostly Z-Man.
Yeah.
And that Nico rig's a big example. You just use a bang stick with their Nico shroom weight. I use a number 2 VMC weedless Nico hook. It's
nice.
easy as could be.
What was that rig you posted in our chat the other day by Mike Iaconelli?
The Tiny Child rig.
Yeah. That looked super interesting.
Yeah, it's like just a different rig TRD. I mean, It's kind of like, I don't know, you'd have to look it up, but you put the hook in the top and the weight in the bottom. So it's kind of like a reverse unique, I don't know.
Nico rig, yeah.
It'd be good for grass, like it's absolutely weedless.
Right on. I dig it. I dig it.
But if you were around some rocks and like jagged rocks you keep getting snagged on, or grass, I could see a tiny child rig being a lot better than like a Ned or a Nico.
Sure.
Giving out the juice early morning.
Early on, starting the morning off right.
There's one. Oh,
Another logfish.
yeah, another logfish. It moved though.
Dan's fishing some heavy cover. We got Josh Smith fishing the weeds. Josh faced a little bit of a cold front this morning. Said it got down to, 38 last night?
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, I got a sweatshirt and a wind jacket on.
Oh, man. I know the temperatures dropped here in Chicago Friday night, man, and it's been crazy. I was like, what are we going back to winter again?
Yeah,
I thought we were over this.
Fishing just got really good because we had a few heat waves.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Your fish spawned out up there?
Dude, it's so confusing. I went to one lake probably about half a week ago, and they were garden fried. I was able to get like two, like I'm sitting looking around. There's just monsters everywhere, but they want nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
You see the little bait or the little fry ball, and I'm like, they're not couldn't get them to really commit to anything. And then I went to another lake, they're just spawning, and then I went to another lake, and they were post spawn. And that's when I caught like 5, 17 plus that Perry got a little scared about.
Yeah.
That was a good day. So I don't know where they are on this lake right now.
Okay.
I came out here the other day and I caught a few decent sized one, and I caught a monster early this morning. But I don't know. It's just upstate New York's weird this time of year because some lakes are deeper than others, and
yeah,
like there's like we went frog like we put the frog rod out the other day on the river, and we're catching on top water. And then this lake, like there really is no like the vegetation hasn't really came in heavy yet, so it's
sure.
Just, each body of water up here is different. So
right on. What lake are you on?
Oneida.
All right. Dan, where are you at, my man?
I'm in the ghetto at Lake X.
Ghetto of Lake X. All right.
Yeah, it's just a little. I don't want to say it's a secret place, but it's a secret place. It's illegal, and dude across the water in a canoe just caught a nice one. Nice. Yeah, I'm out here with my buddy. It's like an old dirt launch from a bridge. It's hard to get to, but this is only last week. Whenever I came here, it's the first time I ever been here. It is awesome. Nice. But yeah, I mean it's legal water. It's public water. It's just really tough to get to. Yeah. One of those spots where you got to kind of drag down a ways to get in. Yeah, really, the only people that fish it live here. So. Right on. All right, doing some hood fishing. Yeah, I hate to rub it in, but man, the weather is beautiful. Yeah. What are your air temps down there today? I think this morning it was like 69, 68, right around there. And during the day, it's getting up to 85. Right on. So just wonderful. Quick shout out. Go ahead, man. It gets too hot down here. Yeah, right. Well, quick shout out to Susie Roloff and everybody fishing the Kentucky Bass Open today, day 2. Absolutely. I think it was Mark Edwards was in the lead yesterday. If I'm not mistaken. I believe it was. I think that's what I saw this morning. Out of a Titan. Might be wrong. Let me double check here. Might be sticking my foot in my mouth. I don't think it was him. Then I believe there's also a KBF event going on up in the Northeast.
Virginia, right?
Yeah.
Pontiac.
Yep. On the river.
Sure yesterday. They're doubling up now. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of a unique concept. I did that down at Table Rock 2 weeks ago, I think. It's different. It's cool that they're doing it. It gives guys the option to, fish either day or both.
Right.
It's kind of nice to bang out a couple events in one weekend for AOY points and things like that.
Unless you have a bad first day.
Yeah, that
Doubles.
definitely happened to me. Not gonna lie. But
You did good on second day, huh?
a little bit better. It was tough for everybody, man. The lake was up like 16 feet. But
Yeah.
day one, I was in the same bay as Marty Hughes, who won day one. And he was zigzagging all around that place, just searching for fish. I did the same, but he did better. I couldn't get him to go.
We had the winners on if anybody wants to go back and listen to that show.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who was the other? I can't remember the. Oh, Josh Stewart.
Yeah, Josh Stewart won day two. David Otto in the house. Good morning, brother. He's saying good luck, gentlemen.
Thank you.
All right, let's
Back
see
to
here.
little pocket. I got a bunch of bites last time. We'll see if it
Pays off. Mark Davis was the guy that was in the lead yesterday for day one,
Like
not
that?
Mark Edwards.
the MLF guy.
I have no idea, to be honest. He's from Alabama.
No, it's
Mark Davis.
Mark.
Corey-
He's like old school.
Corey
50
Dreyer was in
heavy set
second.
guy from Arkansas.
All right, right on. Corey Dreyer was in second. Jody Queen third. Fourth, Cody Milton. Donald Harshman in fifth. Adam Reiser in sixth. Kurt Pegnot in seventh. Anthony Winkleman in eighth. Josh Stewart in ninth. Ron Champion in 10th. Jackson Orr 11th. Siddiqui 12th. Guillermo Gonzalez in 13th. That was after day one at Kentucky Bass Open. I mean, that's a stacked top 12.
I'm about to say, there's not a name there I didn't recognize.
Yeah, right.
Man, I wish I could have gotten down there.
Yeah, me too. It's
You mean
coming
It was
up-
on my list.
up there.
Like before the season started, that was on my list of places. One of the ones I wanted to fish. But
I know it's been brutal down there. And so for 2-day totals currently, Charles Miser is in first, Jackson Orr second, Ron Champion fourth, and yesterday's leader still hasn't posted a fish. Same with Corey, Jody, Milton, Harshman. Oh, I just had to change there. But yeah, good luck to everybody fishing the Kentucky Lake Hobie Bass Open. Justin Staley in the house. Good morning, sir. Good morning. Hope you're doing well.
the Noob Slayer.
The Noob Slayer. Yeah. I fished with Justin. It was last weekend, I believe. Him and Sam Jones came up here. Did a little fishing. Got those boys on some fish. Had a good weekend. And then I sent them home to Indiana. We got Dan Perry fishing Lake X in the ghetto somewhere in Alabama. And
really
Josh
is ghetto.
Smith on
I
Oneida
fear-
Lake. What'd you say, Dan?
Yeah, I am in the ghetto. I fear for my truck.
I fear from my truck. You got a Tacoma, right?
Yeah.
Those are nice trucks.
Wow. Yeah.
I would really
Yeah,
like one.
I got the newest body style like a month after it came out. I had always wanted one too.
Well, I'm heading to the ghetto in Alabama. You guys are going to be alone for a little bit on the live stream. We already got Dan Perry on the board with one 12-inch fish. Josh is searching right now. He's fishing some grass up on Oneida.
Come off at the boat.
Oh. Can't let that happen, bro.
Yeah, I should have got the net.
Ah, come on.
Seems like it's heating up a little bit. Josh just missed one.
It was a swim jig. I thought he was hooked a little better.
What boat you rocking, Dan?
Yeah.
Oh, Josh is on. Josh is on.
It's a goddamn pickerel.
Oh. He's pike
Ah.
fishing.
It's a good sign, though. That means they're hungry.
Oh, Dan's hooked up.
Come off again.
You gotta sharpen that hook, bro.
Yeah, I swear.
I might have to change hooks.
These guys are swinging for the fences right now, man.
Yeah, I just the back-to-back bites, man. I'm about to pull something up.
I mean,
There we
neither
go.
one of them were big, but
There we go.
still, they were.
Doesn't matter, man. I think the one thing I've learned about this bracket is just getting 5 on the board. That's the key. And then looking for some upgrades.
Either 3 big ones or 5 small ones.
Yeah, right.
Ah, pickerel again.
Smashing the pickerel.
Oh, down. I like this color, though.
Oh, we lost Dan. Looks like he's coming back in here. Just want to do a quick shout out to all our sponsors for this event. We got Angler trying to figure out who the angler of the pod is. We got Dustin Nichols won the winner's bracket. Right now, we're currently working on the loser's bracket. Whoever wins between Dan and Josh today proceeds to the last round to find out who the winner of the loser's bracket is. Sam Jones is already in there, and we still have Susie Roloff and Brad Hicks to battle it out. And then shout out to Yak Attack, who provided the camera arms to give us the view from the guys' kayaks this morning. Give Yak Attack a shout out and check out all their good products. The camera arms are something that everybody's been jazzed about since they released the info on those last year. I know I got 3 of them. So shout out to Yak Attack, Catch Boards, Catch Products, as always, Duke and the squad over there, always putting out some good stuff. I know they got the new lightweight aluminum board coming out here soon and the new polymer plastic board as well. Those should both be released, I think, within the next month or so. So be on the lookout for that. You can always get a custom engraved catch board from Duke. I know they have the Paddle and Fin logo right on their website, so you can click on that in the drop-down box and get that put on the fence of your board. Shout out to Jig Masters Jigs. When in doubt, get the jig out. Cody doing some cool stuff. Just came out with some underspin, some swing jigs. Obviously, the jigs are the bee's knees, as I like to say. TRC covers. Protect your investment, man. Wrap your rods. We got some paddle and fin sleeves here, but TRC has got a sale going on right now. I think it's buy 6, get 1 free, if I'm not mistaken. The sleeves float. They got a nice foam padded tip so you don't break your tips. South Mountain Media, Mr. Jones, doing some cool stuff, providing graphics for this thing. Does some angler resume stuff, media packages. So if you're looking to team up with some companies, hit up Sam Jones. Rocktown Adventures out of Northern Illinois donated some prizes for the bracket winners. And, man, I got to go there as soon as this stream is over. Kayak shops have been crazy busy, folks. So if you're looking to get a new boat, I would jump on it because everybody I've talked to, all the shops are selling out of boats quick. With this whole COVID thing, people can't go to ball games, can't go to concerts, can't go to restaurants or whatever. And so they're getting out recreating, which is awesome to see. But in return, people are selling out of boats and the manufacturers are trying to get caught back up, but it may be a while. Wicked Weights. Shout out to Wicked Weights, based out of New Jersey. Quality tungsten. And, of course, Jackson Kayaks and Orion Coolers donated a cooler for the bracket winners. So shout out to them. And if you're looking for a cooler, jump on the Orion train. It's cheaper than the competition. Holds ice forever. So we got Dan Perry in the lead. And Josh Smith is catching pickerel. But I have a feeling he's going to find a slew of bass here coming up. We lost Dan, but he should be back in a second. What kind of rod are you using there, Josh?
Give me 1 second. I'm looking right at one.
Right on. Dude, I love the sound effects of these things. Oh, there we go. There we go.
I lost. Goddamn drag. That's a rookie mistake. Forgive me.
It happens to the best of us, my friend.
Oh man, that was a good one too.
Was he on bet or just cruising?
I don't know. I've been following him for like 10 or 5 minutes. He's looking. He's on. There he is again. I'm about to get him again.
Josh Smith stalking a bass. Like it. I like it. Justin Staley said Rocktown's a really nice shop. Thanks, man. Glad you enjoyed it.
He's on a bed.
We got Dan Perry coming back in here. There he
It's
is.
weird. You go 50 feet in the wrong direction and you lose service.
Well, that's been the struggle with this live thing, man, is just having good signal.
Yeah.
You know? Need to get some MLF like camera crews following you guys around.
That's right.
It'll be in the budget for next year.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yep. National television too.
Oh, awesome.
Wishful thinking. Still throwing that Nico rig, Dan?
Now it's a white swim jig.
Josh just missed a good one, man.
Uh-oh.
Had the drag set a little too loose. He's stalking him. He said he's gonna get him.
About to throw a top water around his laydowns.
What kind of sunglasses you guys are rocking?
I don't know. I lost my good ones the other day. These are some cheap Ike ones or something.
Okay. All right.
I usually wear the Bobs though from a Coyote.
Okay. Right on.
Ray-Ban.
Ray-Ban.
Oh, he's got money.
Hell,
Alabama.
I had some before, and they man, I had them for like 3 years, and the the film, the polarization film or whatever, started coming off.
Okay.
So I just got these, but
Nice.
super light, and they fit my big old head. So
There you go.
that's half the reason I wear a socks hat all the time too, because I can't wear regular hats because my head's so damn big. Figure if I used all them brains, I'd be somebody.
You're Dan Perry, man.
Yeah. Well, you know.
You know.
I do what I can with what I have.
That's all we can do, my man. That's all we can do.
I've maximized my potential of what I had.
Oh, man. Well, if you're just tuning in, we got Dan Perry in the lead with 12 inches. Josh missed a good one. He's caught a few pickerel. He's on the search. He's been stalking a bass. Dan's on location X down in Alabama. He said it's the Ghetto Lake. Josh Smith's on Oneida, fishing some grass. I think he's pulling out the top water now. Lost Dan again. Got Dan back.
Went 10 feet the wrong way again.
quick look at the bracket. We got the champion of the winners bracket is Dustin Nichols. Currently, we have Sam Jones sitting at the top of the losers side. Still waiting for the matchup between Susie and Brad Hicks. And then whoever wins between Josh and Dan Perry is going to be in that final three. I think we got Josh with a fish here.
Oh no.
I'm having technical difficulty though.
There we go. Looks like a good one. We got Scott in the chat. Sorry, Scott. I don't want to butcher your last name, but good morning, sir. Got Josh Smith. Just caught his first one this for the morning. Oh, we got Dan hooked up as well. It's heating up, folks. It's heating up.
All right, I'll be right back.
All right, man.
Another moving tree.
Dan Perry's been catching the logs, man.
Yeah, I'm wearing them out. I'll tell you what, I had a dang beaver 10 feet from me this morning.
Oh, man.
You could tell he was like, I ain't moving. I live here. You go to 8.
Get away from my home.
I don't know you. I ain't seen you here before.
We got Josh Smith measuring up a fish. We're gonna wait for that.
Ooh. How dare he catch a fish?
It's putting the pressure on you, man. It looked like a good one. I'd say at least 15. Let's see here. 14 3/4. Nice. 14 and 3.
Be doing all right.
So now we got Josh in the lead with a 14.75.
Is that good? Can you see me?
Yep. I got it, man. 14 3/4. Got the live.
I caught him on a wake bait.
Nice. Little top water action. Heck
The
yeah,
one that
man.
6 cents makes.
Oh, yeah. Is
See,
it the
all year
dogma?
long I catch- It goes like perfect depth or something, but all year I catch them on that.
Nice. Very cool. I like it. So now we got Josh Smith in the lead with 14 3/4 versus Dan's 12. Dan is 2 3/4 of an inch behind.
Why you gotta say it like that?
Hey, man, I'm just letting you know what you need to catch up, bro.
I mean, the pressure's all on him, right? He's
Exactly.
from Alabama, the Alabama.
What are you talking about? I see Bailey catching 25-pound bags.
I'm just some Yankee from upstate New York, you know.
There's the Josh Smith I miss. I love
like,
it.
We can't
Four
fish,
people
we
that-
can't fight, we can't. We're all liberals.
There's four people fishing up there. That's why you can catch fish, because they've never seen bait before. These fish done been hooked 18 times a piece.
Oh, man. I love it. Love it. I'm going to drop out of here, let you guys fish a little.
This water is a lot dirtier than last time I was here.
You just stay close to home, Perry?
It's an hour, but I was down at my mother and father-in-law's house on Lay Lake, which a fishing there is good, but there's zero service, so I couldn't fish there.
Your fish by now should be they should be hard to catch now with all the pressure, right?
Yeah. It's that time of year where it'll be tough till the fall here.
Right. Yeah. It's just now getting good here, so I was kind of glad that I got paired with you now instead of like a few weeks ago.
Yeah. Which, I mean, that could be good. You say that, but whoever goes against Dustin, in the championship, at least it'll be more of a summer pattern for him. But,
yeah, and I can get on if I do win today. I can get on a good pattern right now. Like we're right at like the beginning of post spawn.
Yeah, this is more early summer.
Yeah,
late, very end of post spawn here.
You got like a 2-hour window in the morning.
Yep, exactly. We actually covered a club last week. It was the Long Island, I think it's Long Island Kayak Anglers. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but they're so far downstate that we don't ever really. I think a few of them come up here to compete with us or compete in ours, but.
Got Matt Linsman
they had like
in the chat.
They had over 30 anglers too.
Just
I think they fish a lot of the Hudson.
Gotcha.
Quick update from the KBF Northeast. Got John Mijos. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Leading with 83 inches.
Mijos.
Second place, Jay Coleman is 73.5 inches. So John's got about a 10-inch lead. Derek Brundle's sitting in sixth with 4 fish, 62.5. They got about 36, 35 anglers fishing that. And then I just checked the leaderboard for the Hobie Bass Open. Jackson Orr's already got 71 inches for today. So he is leading the tournament with 153.25. Ron Champion sitting in third. And some other names not showing up yet. So keep crushing him, Jackson. Stay after him. Always a big fan of the kid.
Jackson's he's a phenom.
That's what everybody's calling him, man. I like it.
Dude, he's a Kentucky Lake, like laying it down. I mean,
yeah. Putting in that work, man. Putting in that work.
Every time I see those guys, I get mad at my dad.
Yeah. Can't necessarily get too upset.
Like, golf, Dad, you couldn't have got me on a boat with a fishing rod in my.
Saw my old man last night. Shout out to him. Shout out to all the fathers. Father's Day next weekend. Matt Linsman's asking where we fishing today. Dan Perry is on Lake X in the ghetto, as he refers to it, in Alabama. Josh Smith's on Oneida Lake up in upstate New York. Focusing on some weeds up there. Just caught his first one on a wake bait. He's leading Dan Perry. Josh has got 14 3/4. Dan Perry, 12 inches. They each got a fish apiece. So they got some room to improve. We're going till noon Eastern, 11 Central time. East Coast time. I don't even know what that is. They're probably still sleeping out there. Who we just lost Dan. He'll be back in a second. He's been struggling with some connection issues. This is in what is this, round 2 or 3 of the losers bracket, I believe. Yep, this is a round 2 losers bracket matchup. Whoever wins this is going to go to the final matchup for the losers bracket, and then the winner of that will face off against Dustin Nichols, who won the winner's bracket. Pull up some images here. Here you can see Josh's players card that Sam Jones, South Mountain
I don't
Media,
know why
put together.
I haven't gotten sponsors or anything after that picture, that card.
I mean, I think it's the best card out there.
That's what
Not
I
gonna
thought.
lie. Not gonna lie, man. He's from
I've
Hastings,
marked
New
it
York. PB is a 20 1/4. He's been kayak fishing 3 years. His favorite technique is a crankbait. He's fishing out of the Jackson Coosa. I mean, who wouldn't want that face? That picture representing their brand, man.
Come on, come on.
You got Dan back in here.
Sorry, guys. I paddled so fast I lost service.
No, you're good, man. We
Oh man.
got Dan's players card up here now.
Why did I take that picture?
Dan's from Birmingham. PB is 21 3/4.
No, it's 23 and a half now.
23 and a half.
Yeah.
Sorry, man. Didn't mean to offend. He's been kayak fishing for 3 years as well. He's got 7 top 3 finishes. He's his favorite technique, swim jig,
which I'm throwing.
Usually fishing out of a native Titan 12.
Yep.
He's on the native team.
And Yak Gadget.
And Yak Gadget now. Yeah, correct, man. How you like that Y plate?
Actually, for mine, I wasn't able to use it. I'm gonna have to I had to send it back because it didn't fit with the landing gear on the Titan.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that up front, but I've got some. I got some other stuff on the way, so
nice.
Hopefully, I'll be showing off some other stuff before too long here.
Very cool.
Yeah, and I can use the other one. I just want to put a motor on the back.
Okay.
They sell one that just goes into the four bolt pattern.
Yep.
Back of the Titan. So, like my buddy Chuck, I'm fishing with today. He has a Titan 10.5, and he has the regular one on the back.
Okay. Nice.
So, which actually, I'll tell you what, man. That's because we had to carry it down a bank to get here. That dude is sturdy. I mean,
right on.
Like it'll hit you. I don't know how to say it. It'll hit you in the man parts whenever you're carrying it. But it's super sturdy too, so you can use it as like a handle.
Right on. Well, I've been rocking that XD crate, man. I'm loving that thing.
Oh yeah, but man, that thing does look.
It's nice for the Plano Edge boxes. get them in and out with ease, and I can throw an extra 3,700 box in that compared to the black pack. So loving that. I got 8 rod holders on that beast.
Nice.
So I usually got my net in one, and then the rest are full of rods. Matt Linsman says, listening to Brian's lovely voice while looking at some maps. Going to find a new backwoods lake to take the kiddos out tonight. Nice. Get them, dude. Get them. Get those kids out there, man. I love hearing that.
Put my kid on the kayak this afternoon.
He's taking Josh's advice. He doesn't want his kids to be pissed off that he got taught golf instead of fishing.
I used to golf, and I just fish now.
Same here, man. High school golf team, baby.
Yeah, me too. I ran cross country, and I was on the golf team. And
You ran cross country?
Yeah, man. I used to be in excellent shape. Well, I was in the Air Force for 10 years.
Yeah, right.
Out in between cross country and the military, I said, well, my running days are over.
Well, that being said, Dan was in the Air Force. Josh was a Marine, correct?
Marine and soldier. I did both.
Nice.
2 times.
Here we go. Military talk. Oh, man.
I hear him. He said Air Force. I'm like, that's cute. It's adorable.
Shout out to all our servicemen and women. Shout out to all the first responders dealing with all the craziness in the world right now.
Seriously.
Police officers, EMTs, firefighters. Josh is currently, you're an EMT, right? Paramedic. All right. Paramedic, works on the ambulance. And I know JP, one of our other hosts on Paddle and Fin, he's a Chicago firefighter. So he's been dealing with that madness going on in the city. Hope everybody's staying healthy and well. If you're just tuning in, we got Josh Smith with 14 3/4, Dan Perry with 12 inches. These boys each have a fish apiece.
Forget the logs. I'm going straight to our big brothers, the trees.
Welcome to the jungle.
We got fun and games. We got all your jigs. They're way up in the trees.
Dan Perry's currently on a safari trying to retrieve a bait. Nice view of some Alabama leaves.
Foliage. We've got foliage.
He's fishing the thick cover.
Dude, I'm getting back in there.
Matt Linsenman is asking where you were stationed.
Oh, Lord. I was at 12 bases in 10 years. All over the world, man.
12 bases in 10 years. Can
Iceland,
you remember them all?
Iceland, England, 2 years in Korea, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Tacoma, Washington, Abilene, Texas. I was in the Maldives for 6 months after 9/11. I was all over, man. I went in service to see the world, and I saw the world.
Matt says Air Force weapons here: 16s, 15s, and AC 130s.
Okay. Yeah, 16s. I was in Kunsan in Korea twice, working in the aircraft squadrons there with F-16s, and then I think that was the only base I was at with fighter planes. I was usually with seems like I was usually with cargo or bombers. You're having a paddle, huh, Josh?
The what?
You're having a paddle, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
I can do a little bit on the pedal, but a very little.
Josh is suffering through a knee injury.
And a face injury.
Oh, shots fired.
I mean, he's always going low, isn't he?
I mean, is that from eating crayons?
If I can't beat him at fishing, I'll just call him ugly, you know.
Hey, I can't say, hey, you're winning. I can't say anything. Yeah, how'd you make such a cute kid?
See my wife? Woo.
Yeah.
Woo!
You might want to go see Maury, buddy.
Oh, man.
Just kidding. There's only two of us. Got to make it a show.
It's always entertaining when Josh is on, man. He's always bringing the heat. I love it.
Yeah, I'm a little off this morning. I got just perfectly drunk last night. I'm barely hungover, but no one's pushing it.
I like it.
All right, come on, man. Seeing a bunch of fry balls. Ugh.
I either hear a boat or El Camino, one of the two. Maybe it's Alabama. It might be both.
Shout out to Yak Attack. You can see the Portrait Pro here. That's what these guys are using on their kayaks. They supplied the camera mounts to make this all possible, so you guys could see the live view from the kayaks this morning. Work great with GoPros. They will mount a normal camera, point and shoot camera as well. It's got the lock and load base system. You can even add the some of their extensions on there to get a little bit more length out of them. Definitely go check out Yak Attack. I know I saw something cool released this week that I'm sure Yak Attack is making, but for all you Bonafide owners, they made a new bin to go in the front hatch. I know the Jackson Big Rigs got that. I believe Hobie's got that. Titan. Does Titan have a bin in the front hatch, Dan? He's froze up. And I think the Kusa does as well.
Yeah.
So, shout out to Yak Attack. Thanks for supporting the bracket. Lost Dan. He'll be back. Shout out to Catch. Duke at Catch. Making some epic boards. They got the new lighter weight aluminum board about to drop here in a couple weeks, along with that high plastic polymer board. So be on the lookout for that. They do custom engraving. You want to get your club logo, something like that on there. Your name on the top of the fence. They can do all that good stuff. Shout out to Catch. The boys are grinding it out. Dan is on Lake X down in Alabama. Got Josh Smith on Oneida Lake, upstate New York. Looks like he just missed a fish. Josh is in the lead with 14 3/4. Dan Perry with 12 inches. Ran into a flurry of hook sets there for a minute. Lost Dan again. Shout out to Jackson Kayaks and Orion Coolers. They donated a cooler for one of the bracket winners.
How are people doing on their brackets?
It's there's been quite a few upsets. I got the stack of brackets back here. But there's some people that are pretty spot on with some assumptions that got put into these brackets, man. So it will be interesting to see who comes out ahead. Justin Staley in the chat, waiting on my Jigmasters order to come in from the Noobs Tournament gift card. Just quick shout out to the Noobs Tournament. If you're new to kayak fishing, you want to get into kayak fishing tournaments, we're doing a monthly tournament for beginner anglers. Justin took second last month. Kind of got snuffed out by an Illinois guy. Like seeing that. Tom Schodler, I believe is his name, won last month. Justin, enjoy those Jigmasters items. And if you're new to kayak fishing, they started a Facebook group as well. Just look for the Paddle and Fin Noobs Tournament group page. You can join up there, man. Those guys, ton of camaraderie going on. A lot of tech talk, and just encouragement from all those guys participating in the tournaments and stuff like that. So if you're new to kayak fishing, you want to get in on that, join up on the page. There's also a link on the actual Paddle and Fin podcast Facebook page as well. Jump in on that action. I know a couple guys did some cool stuff, like whoever caught the big bass for the weekend. I think Justin was one of the guys. He sent out some baits. I think, Dan, didn't you send some baits to somebody too? Oh, Dan's froze up. Brad Hicks just woke up. Good morning, sir. Hope you're doing well. Yeah.
Good morning, beautiful.
But yeah, it's cool to see what's going on over there, man. We're just about to hit the first hour, or we're a little past the first hour here. We got Josh Smith leading Dan Perry, 14 3/4 against Dan's 12-inch. They each got a bass apiece. Jig Masters Jigs. Shout out to Cody Jennings. You guys can use promo code PNF20 at checkout. Save you 20% on all your Jig Masters items. They got a lot of good juicy stuff going on over there. Not only jigs, but swim jigs, things like that. Looks like Josh is hooked up.
Hooked.
He's hooked.
Good size.
Nice. Josh
And
ain't.
the net.
Yeah. Josh ain't gonna let DP get away with this one.
Nah, dude. I mean, the guy can barely spell his name. I'm not gonna let him beat me fishing.
Oh, that's funny. Get a measurement from Josh here. Randy Newton, good morning from South Florida. KAF, Kayak Anglers of Florida. Good morning, sir. Hope you're doing well.
What part of Florida?
We'll ask him here. South Florida, man. You said South Florida. He's probably in Miami on the beach right now with some senoritas drinking a Bloody Mary. Chris Dotson in the house. How you doing, my man? How did I do on the KBF tournament? I did not do that good. I forget what I was day 1 and day 2. I did win Big Bass first hour of the second tournament. Randy Newton said Fort Lauderdale. He's down in Fort Lauderdale. My daughter just got home last night from Florida. She was down there for 3 weeks.
I'm originally from Panama City.
Panama City, man. I had a buddy who used to vacation there all the time.
Yeah, people did used to vacation there all the time. It's got slow over the years.
Well, it got pretty hurt by one of those hurricanes that went through there, I thought, right?
Well, it devastated like the other side of the bridge where the Florida, like where they lived, where the beach barely got touched.
Oh, okay.
But ever since the oil, that big oil spill, Florida lost some of its, Panama City lost some of its tourism for some reason. Hadn't really recovered from it.
Interesting.
I'll be right back.
Yep. Josh is going to get us a measurement on that fish. Justin Staley says, I'm looking for redemption on Lake Monroe in Indiana. Absolutely. If y'all are going to the KBF Lake Monroe event down in Indiana, hit me up. I'll be camping out. Hoping to do a lot better there than I did at Table Rock. Table Rock was tough. Flooded conditions. My next tournament I'm fishing is going to be on the 28th for Kayak Bass League on the Madison Chain. Then Monroe, middle of July. Mid-August, I'll be at the BASS event in La Crosse. And then the Winnebago Super Trail for KBF end of August. So, right on. Justin Staley said he's going to give me Sam's secret spots. I appreciate that. I will make it there before he gets there. Watch Sam cry like a baby. Looking forward to that. Josh is getting his picture of his bass. Lost Dan. Dan's been dealing with some connection issues here, but Josh Smith just put another one on the board. He's taking a photo right now. Get that posted up here in a second. If you're just tuning in, let's see what we got. Oh, that's a good one. Just shy of 17 and a quarter. So we got a 17 for Josh Smith. Get this ticker updated.
You good to go?
Yeah, man. We got you. Got Dan coming back in. Josh just put up a 17, bro.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord.
I had to turn around. The worse, further I go that way, the worse the service gets. All the fish
So
are
you didn't
that
want
way.
to see that, Perry. It was nasty, dude.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Okay.
So we now got Josh Smith with 31 3/4 against Dan Perry's 12 inches.
But it's girthy.
Chris Dotson asking how my new rods are treating me. They are treating me extremely well.
Yeah, I gotta get some of those myself. They look good. I've been on the website.
They are juicy, my friend. They are juicy. Good old Douglas rods. Shout out to Douglas.
I'll buy one if you make a hat in my size. How about that?
I mean, I don't know, man. That you got a big head, bro. We talked about this earlier.
7 7/8. It's not like, unbelievably big. It's just like I'm not like one size fits all. I'm not all.
I'll talk to the powers that be and see what I can have accomplished for you. Yeah, check out Douglas Rods, Douglas Outdoors. Started out, they have award-winning fly fishing rods, and then they got into the spinning and casting rods, and they're the bee's knees. I love them, man.
It's like PBR.
PBR?
Yeah, I got an award.
Pabst Blue Ribbon?
Yeah.
My cousin's brother-in-law works for PBR.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. They're
made up there?
In Milwaukee.
Oh, well, of course.
They got a brewery in Milwaukee. You can go in. They always got I did some work there, and they got some beers that they don't even sell on market that you can go up there and drink. It's kind of like their taste testing grounds. Some good stuff. But yeah, man. Shout out to PBR. I know Josh is a Coors dude.
Yeah. I'll do a PBR though with the right people.
I'm a Coors guy myself, man. If I'm gonna drink some beers, I'll get down on some Coors.
Or the Coors Light.
Oh, I'll do both. I
like Coors Light whenever it's hot.
I mean, the Banquet is the Coors OG, so I got to drink the Banquet.
But it's not the champagne.
No, it's not the champagne of beers. That's for sure.
I mean, you're from Alabama. You drink like Natty Light.
That hurts my feelings.
Dude, I'm from Panama City, Florida. I'm like just south of Alabama. I know what you guys do.
Oh.
Shit.
Got Smith hooked up again.
Oh, you should have seen this dude jump.
Let's not.
Oh, man.
We got Jimmy. I'm not going to even pronounce Jimmy's last name, but he says, if I'm going to drink some beer, the only requirement is to be cold. LOL.
That's right.
Hey, I like that guy.
Brad Hicks said beer in a puke emoji.
What, Brad doesn't drink beer?
He probably drinks White Claws. Just saying.
He drinks White Claw with his wife. She shoots whiskey.
With a straw.
Yeah.
With a straw. Oh, man. Josh Smith's got fish number 3 in the boat. How you feeling, Dan? Where's it at?
I had some other bites. That'll happen.
Where's my pen at? That's what I'm looking for. There it is. Brad said, LOL, I don't drink at all.
Wait, you think he's better than us?
Yeah. Oh, I don't make poor life choices. Okay, whatever.
In the words of Brad Hicks, yeah.
He probably said it just like that.
That's a catchphrase.
That's his catchphrase.
He's sitting from his computer right now in his underwear.
He said he just woke up, man. I mean, more than likely.
Drinking out of his wife's coffee cup.
It says mom on it.
He's spoiled, man. His wife, look at that one. His wife's got her own bakery business. Gem City Bakery, if you're in the Ohio area. Highly recommend the cake balls.
Cake balls.
Christopher Dotson said, I thought Alabama had big fish.
Oh, that's low, man. That's low. Come on.
They got big headed Alabamians
I'm from Mississippi.
who can't wear normal hats.
Brad said, yes, I'm better, but not because I don't drink beer. It's because I'm a better fisherman. He said he's godly.
I can't argue with him right now.
He said he's totally joking. Brad, drop a link to your wife's bakery company, Gem City Bakery out of Dayton, Ohio. Drop a link if you guys are interested. Order up some goodness. I don't know if she can ship, but I'm telling you, even if you live 2,000 miles away, it's worth the drive for some cake balls. As Brad Hicks likes to say, he likes his wife's balls in his jaws.
Boy, I am fishing in a.
You get that?
Let's see.
What's it? Like a fishing at the dump.
Fish number 3 for Josh Smith. 15 3/4. Nice. It's adjusted. That brings you up to 47.5. Josh Smith is on him this morning, boys and girls. How you feeling, Dan?
Did that one hit so hard?
I feel good.
Brad said she can't ship the goods, but he dropped a link. Going through Ohio, going to a tournament, something like that. Get it? Brad says he's driving to get coffee and listening to us. Get me a coffee. I just ran out, bro.
I left mine in the truck.
Come deliver it. And then go to New York and deliver Josh some coffee on the water. You want a coffee, Dan?
Yeah, heck yeah.
All right, and then you got to go to Alabama and get Dan some coffee.
Drone. I might have to turn the camera around. This is so nasty. Ooh. So nasty.
Shout out to AracNet Security Systems. They donated an AracNet for one of the bracket winners. Nice security system for your kayak. Super easy to take on and off. Keeps your stuff protected while you're off the water. Brad said he can order for you guys to pick up. Justin Staley says, Brad, you should come fish the Indiana KBF event and bring some cake balls. There you go, brother. I think Brad is talking about going to that event. Not 100% sure. I know he's been focusing on his club. I think he's up there in AOI points. He's had some good success this year.
He's been crushing it. Dude, him and Josh both. Can you hear me?
Yep, we got you, man. We got you.
Sometimes my phone does weird things.
I think we might have Brad Hicks jumping in here.
You better have clothes on.
Don't lie.
Fish, come on.
How we feeling, Dan? You're behind.
That's all right. That's early.
You got time, brother.
I
You
mean,
got time.
I've had the bite. I mean, I've had the bites, so it's they're
Just
here.
a matter of getting hooked up.
Yeah.
If you guys are just tuning in, we got Josh Smith with 3 fish leading 47.5 inches. Dan Perry's got 1 fish, 12 inches. We are about an hour and a half into this matchup here. Josh is on Oneida Lake in northern New York, or as they like to call it, upstate New York. Dan Perry's down in the hood of Alabama on Lake X. That was his description, not mine.
It is.
He's doing some ghetto fishing. You got to have a ghetto blaster on your kayak if you're fishing in the hood, bro.
Yeah. No. We're still under curfew.
Really?
Yeah, like this county.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Just from all the protests and stuff, or?
Yeah, it lifts today.
Okay.
Or tonight. Maybe it was today it lifted. Yeah, we're on the edge of the city next to us, but we're like a bigger city in like south of Birmingham, Hoover. So
Okay.
yeah, we still had it was still going till today. So.
Right on.
Yeah, it's not like it's been. I mean, it hadn't affected us really.
Sure.
So much.
Right on. Still throwing that Nico rig?
No, I'm up in the slop right now. Still throwing that swim jig. I should probably have the frog tied on.
Right on.
I have a frog tied on. I just haven't thrown it yet.
Jimmy says, Dan, don't embarrass us Alabama boys. Trying to see enough around you to see where Lake X is. LOL.
I mean, it's so nasty. There's so many. It really is, dude. Look, I'm seriously. I'm going to swap this camera around. Look at this. I'll swap it around and show you what's going on. What
All
I'm
right.
looking at. I mean, if you ate a fish out here, you would die.
That good, huh?
There's a big giant spot. Dang, spiders. All right. See all that trash just floating around?
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's nasty, man. People.
Minus the trash, it looks like a pretty cool lake, man.
Oh yeah, I mean it looks the fishing looks good. It's just ghetto. Like I said, it doesn't have public access, so it doesn't get taken care of.
Sure.
So it's just kind of a dump.
How big is Oneida Lake, Josh?
It's pretty big.
Yeah, it's a big one up there, right?
I mean, it's not. Yeah, it's a good size lake. It's. I'm sorry, I don't know the actual mileage, but it's one of our bigger lakes. The big boats come up here twice a year for tournaments.
Right on. Chris in the house. He said, "What's up, peeps? Can't fish today, so thanks for letting me watch. Enough of a fix to get through the day."
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Well,
Dun, dun, dun.
What's
How's
up?
that coffee, bro?
Good.
Got Brad Hicks in the house.
Oh,
I
Brad.
forgot this was going on. I would have helped you guys this morning.
Well,
you be in some tournament whipping everyone's ass right now?
What's that?
he said, shouldn't you be in a tournament beating everybody's ass right now?
No, our next one's not until the end of July. We don't have one this month.
Chuck Wise in the chat said, Dan is right about how nasty the lake is. I just saw a turtle surfing on a turd.
Like he's out here with me.
Oh, man.
It's I'm telling you, man. I seen that beaver. He was 10 feet from me. He was like a ghetto beaver. He's like, nah, bro, I ain't moving.
Angry beaver.
Yeah.
Where are you fishing at?
Lake X.
Oh, again?
He says it's in the ghetto.
It is in the ghetto.
We don't have
my
lake.
buddy turned me on this place, and I don't want to give away his stuff, you know.
Yeah. We don't have a Lake X in Ohio.
Justin Staley said, well, I was enjoying this till Mr. Bonafide with a torpedo showed up.
He was asking me in the Bonafide, or we were talking back and forth about Torpedo and trolling motor for the Bonafide. He just bought one.
Yeah. Yep. He was up here last weekend, and we were assembling his Bonafide.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Bought it from you guys?
No, he got it from Sam.
Oh, gotcha. That's
So.
cool.
But yeah, he's all stoked up.
Is that a Sam got a replacement for his, right?
Yeah,
That's what I thought.
Fuck off my.
Sam just got the Titan, or no, not the Titan, the
Slayer
Native
Max.
Slayer Max. So we got rid of the Bonafide. Hooked up with Moving Waters Outfitters now down in Indiana. So
They're not far from me.
yeah. I know there was a question asking if you were going to come to the KBF event on Lake Monroe.
Yeah, I thought about it. I think the KBF event at East and West Harbors around the same time, and I don't know which one I want to go to.
Right on.
I guess I don't know. Because you guys will be there, so I'll have a place to hang out. But if I go up to East and West Harbor, I'll have a place to hang out too.
Right on. Right on. Jimmy in the chat said, hey, Dan, you sure the guy that showed you the lake is a buddy? Looks like you need a hazmat suit to fish there.
Dan's gone.
Yeah. He dropped out. He's been struggling with some connection issues, but we got Josh Smith currently in the lead with 47.5. Dan Perry with 12 inches.
3 fish.
3 fish, 47.5, man.
Hey, in Ohio, man, that would be a top 5 probably.
Heck yeah.
Our tournament trail is a 3 fish limit.
Oh, okay. Right on. Right on.
One guy, the guy that won our first event had like 60.5 inches for 3.
Jimmy said the toxic fumes killed the signal for Dan.
That's funny.
His phone is melting from the fumes. I'm going to jump out of here for 1 second. I got to take a bathroom break. I'll let you take control, Brad. You can chat with Josh here.
I can't hear Brad.
You can't hear Brad?
Dang it.
No.
Hold on. Let me pull him out. Brad, talk. Can you hear him now?
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, I can hear him.
All right.
Sweet.
Perfect.
Where you fishing?
Oneida. What? Oneida Lake.
Oh yeah, that's sweet.
One of our
Yeah.
nice lakes.
I hear you guys talk about it all the time. I want to get out there.
Yeah.
That and I hear that in Otisco you guys mention a lot.
Yeah, Otisco is kind of just something for like a lot of us club guys will talk about. It's not like a world-renowned whatever
Mhm.
type lake like Oneida or Cayuga is, but it's a good fishery. It's just one of the smaller ones of the Finger Lakes.
I like smaller lakes. Makes me feel better about myself.
So do I.
What have you been catching them on?
Mostly the wake bait, and I caught a few on the chatterbait.
Okay, I've
Wake
never
bait.
used the wake.
I love the wake bait, man.
I have to check that out. There's a lot of stuff I've never used.
It goes like just subsurface.
Let's see. Oh, it's like a square bill that has like the bills just pointing downward.
Something like that, yeah. Mine's a little different than most. I got this one from 6 Cents.
Yeah.
They make a really unique one. I think.
Man, see, I grew up throwing nothing but crankbaits and spinner baits. So it's just like I never want to throw them now.
Right. I don't throw spinner baits.
They're good in the spring. Well, I think they're good all the time, but they really shine in the spring.
I know, but I just have so much success with the chatterbait that
Yeah.
it's. I feel like it's an either or. You're either chatterbait or you're spinner bait guy.
Yeah, it's just a variation of the spinner bait. That's how I look at it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I love the chatterbait too, though. What was that?
Fish finder.
You on some fish?
No.
Oh,
Fish.
that'd be cool. I'm not very good at reading my fish finder.
I'm getting better at it.
It's I use it more to find the drop offs and stuff, humps.
That's all. I use it to see what's underneath the water, the temperature,
Yeah.
things like that.
Yeah, because I know if I can find the grass on there, there's gonna be fish here.
Yeah, and I love finding like individual grass spots, which makes it really good. You know, like you'll be out there on rocks and you'll find that small little grass, and you know there's gonna be bass in there.
Yeah. So you guys fishing deep, shallow, offshore?
I'm pretty
what?
shallow.
Yeah, pretty shallow.
Ah. What water temperatures? Have you guys went over that yet?
I don't have.
No, I'm at
graph on
65.
this.
We had a cold front come in last night too.
Yeah, we had one a couple days ago in Ohio. It's been yesterday. It was like 60 something, and it was pretty cool, chilly.
Yeah, we were around a bonfire last night.
The first, actually, almost all of last week and the week before, we had almost 90 degrees every day. Crazy. Dan's probably over there like laughing because they've probably been in the 90s since like April.
No, it's been a real mild spring.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, the spawn was super late. It's only now within the last couple weeks it's gotten really hot.
Yeah.
So it'll be miserable for the next 3 months.
Yeah, I hate the summertime, man. Drives me nuts.
It's my favorite. Well, I mean, spring's my favorite, and fall. But
Yeah.
I like warm weather. I couldn't live up there with y'all do.
Hey, where we at on time?
What do you have on time?
Yeah.
We're just now an hour and a half in.
Like I was stationed up in Bangor, Maine for 6 months, and I got there in January. The day I got off the plane, the wind chill was negative 52.
Holy crap! Where was that?
Bangor, Maine.
That's crazy.
It snowed in June.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
That's not for me.
It's not like that in Cincinnati. Our last snow, like if it's a bad year, our last snow is like early April. But usually it won't snow past like early March. Yeah, it's just that warm weather and stuff, and then sinus issues. I struggle all summer long. It sucks.
You take allergy pill?
I try to. I always forget.
I like where I'm from, because I'm from the coast in Biloxi, and down there I don't have allergies, but up here there's something up here in this area that I have to take a Xyzal every morning.
Dang.
Yeah.
I'd imagine the summers in New York are pretty nice, though.
Oh, they're awesome.
Yeah. But what do you guys like as a high? What do you get up there?
I want to say mid 90s.
It's probably not humid, though.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
The summers appear the best. That's why I didn't go back to Florida.
Yeah. I went out to western Minnesota to fish one year, and it was like mid July and 80 degrees, no humidity, and the water temperature was like 78 degrees. It was perfect. You got another one?
Yeah, DP's in trouble, man.
There you go. Still on the wake bait?
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to try one of those now.
but it's the only one I use is from 6th Sense. You gotta really look at it, man. It's just different.
Yeah, show it up on camera after you get that fish measured.
All right, we'll do.
Are they just now spawning up there?
They're all over the place, man. I've seen pre-post. I've seen fry ball. I mean, every lake up here, even though they're all like real close to each other, they're all different because some are deeper, some are so they're all over the place.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
I like that.
Last week I was fishing beds. This week, right now they got to be post spawn, I think.
Yeah. We're definitely post spawn now in Ohio. Lost Dan again.
He'll be back. He'll be back.
Yep, Josh hooked into another one. He got his fourth.
I saw that. Justin Staley's asking, did you order your hatch insert yet for the SS?
I didn't. Not yet. They're already sold out.
Yeah.
Right when they told us to post that in our group, I went and posted it, and everybody commented on that thing, and we're like, "Oh, sweet, thanks." So I just ordered, and they were already out of stock by like 7 that night.
I believe it. There's been a lot of people asking for that thing for a long time.
Yeah, I'm gonna get me one because it's a good alternative for my soft plastics on the 127.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right now, I keep my soft plastics under the seat, and I would always have to lift the seat up to get under it, and that's kind of a pain.
Yeah.
My soft plastics roll is that fat.
Jeez.
But it's like a trade-off. I only have like 3 tackle boxes of like hard baits.
Okay. Got Dan the man back in here. Waiting on that fish pick to come through for Mr. Smith. That'll be number 4 for him. He's currently sitting at 47.5.
I don't know when me and Susie's going to be doing our live stream.
I believe it's next weekend.
Yeah, I'd go for next weekend. We talked about a weekday, but I don't know if that would work that well.
Yeah. Figure it out. Figure it out.
Next weekend will be nice because I'll have the Torquedo set up ready to go.
Ooh, the Torquedo. So what made you decide to go Torquedo over the XI3 there?
Nice discount, and I don't have to drill holes for the Torquedo like you did the XI3.
You got a 13.5 for Josh.
Oh.
That brings him to 61 inches.
That's enough.
What are you throwing, Dan?
Swim jig.
Swim jig. You fishing around grass?
Yeah. Grass and lay downs and just kind of slop in general.
Looks like you're in the shade too.
Yeah, right here I am. It's crazy. Every couple of days I lose service usually. The I need a
Josh
wireless
Smith.
communications engineer to explain that to me. How a tree can hurt your service.
Well, there was a comment, a couple comments. I think you dropped out. It was from Jimmy. He said, "Dan, you sure that guy that showed you the lake is a buddy? Looks like you need a hazmat suit to fish there. The toxic fumes killed the signal for Dan."
Dang.
Chris Josh is asking, is there a fish limit or FLW rules? It's fish limit, so it's best 5 fish. Josh Smith is currently sitting with 4 fish, 61 inches. Dan Perry, 12 inches, 1 fish.
We our Cincinnati trail, we have a charity tournament we were supposed to have in March. It was MLF rules. So you just catch as many as you wanted, but got canceled. I think they're going to do it later on in the year.
Okay, right on.
So that's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough one. So I know a bunch of guys in our tournament trail that can just hammer a bunch of fish.
Nice.
Somebody's got some wind.
Yeah, I got some. It's about to get good.
I hate that.
Wish it did.
It's around that time of the day, too, I noticed that Ohio's like perfectly calm until about 10 a.m. and then it just starts
same
ripping.
here, but man, I love it when the wind comes in because it activates that bite, man.
So Josh has got a 17, a 15 and 3/4, a 14 and 3/4, and a 13 and a half.
Who has biggest fish overall the stream so far? Have we kept track of that?
I don't know, but I would assume
Doo-doo.
I know I had a 19 and a quarter, 19 and a half, or something like that against Susie. But I think Dustin had a 20 in there. I'm not 100%.
Nice.
Could be wrong.
Oh man.
Could be wrong. Shout out to Rocktown Adventures. Gear up, head out, rocktownadventures.com for all your kayak fishing needs. And
I can't wait to come out there and check out their shop, man.
Camping and hiking and all that good stuff. Yeah, man. I know Justin Staley was in the chat earlier talking about how nice the shop was when he was up here last weekend.
Where does Justin live?
He's in Indiana, kind of near Sam.
Okay. If that's the case, he's only like an hour and a half, 2 hours from me. We need to go fishing, dude. I got my Indiana license and stuff.
You two can hold hands in your bona fides and fish together.
So, somebody called me the kayak taxi on my post last night about Torquedo.
Kayak taxi?
Yeah. They're like, sweet. Now I got somebody to hold on to.
Well, I remember last year when we did our paddle and fin meetup at Cowan Lake, I towed around Josh Eldridge and Jay Randall.
That's funny.
Justin Saley said, bring a mask if you're headed to Illinois. Yeah, we got all kinds of stupid mask rules going on. I hate it.
It seems like everything's back to normal in Ohio. Like, I haven't really thought about the virus in like 2 weeks.
Yeah. I mean, we got some stuff opening up here in Illinois. But yeah, a lot of businesses and stuff, you're required to wear a mask when you go in there. Some businesses don't care, and they're like,
Yeah.
what it is. But
there's only been one place like that for me, and that was the Menards. They wouldn't let me in the store. And then they pointed over to the desk. They said, go over there and buy one.
yeah.
I was like, I ain't buying one. Are you crazy?
Yeah.
It's like you should be giving those out if you really care about people. That's stupid.
Yeah. Gotta love it.
So I just walked out, went to Home Depot.
Yeah, the depots around here, you got to wear a mask, man. It's a bummer.
That's funny.
To do.
Oh, man. Yeah, me and Josh is talking about coming up to Illinois this summer.
I heard.
I want to float the river. And me and Titus is supposed to race Torpedoes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for pink slips.
I might fish with I might fish with Titus this afternoon. We'll see. But I like the pink slip race. I'll judge it.
He was like, heck yeah, dude! I could add a bonafide to my fleet. That'd be sweet.
Which one did you get? The new one or the ultralight?
The 403 ultralight.
Yeah.
I didn't know the 1103 was legal in tournaments.
Oh, I don't know.
I think some it is, some it ain't. It's one of those things. It's on the border.
Yeah, if it was illegal, I would probably have bought that one.
Yeah. It's supposed to make that bonafide rip like 7-8 miles an hour.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Crazy.
How much heavier is it?
I don't
I
know.
don't think it's that much heavier. It's just that much faster.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know I could see the live comments here. My bad.
Right on. Dan. You're
Yeah,
behind, bro.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
Be all right. I'll catch them.
Are they still in post spawn?
Oh yeah, this is like early summer bite now.
Okay.
Josh, how you feeling? You got a nice grin on your face, bro.
Yeah, I'm having fun right now. You gotta think, last time I did this, Trash Panda beat the shit out of me. Yo, DP might be feeling bad, but he won't ever feel as bad as I did on that day. That was just.
Hey, at least you beat Milford, man, the first time.
That was gonna happen.
Yeah, but you know how much crap you would have gotten?
Yeah, I would have had to like get rid of my podcast. Hey, y'all tell DP I'm sorry, but I'm on another one.
Oh,
About to say, I saw you set the hook.
Phil's his limit.
It's all right.
That's all right. I like it.
He's a
Dan's
good guy,
calm.
though. I like DP, man.
Dan's
He's a chill
calm.
dude.
It's early. It's early.
It's early.
Dan
early.
caught big fish yesterday.
Yeah, he did. What was that thing? 21?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I'm catching nothing but little ones, so I gotta keep fishing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Currently, your small one's 13 and a half.
Yeah, I think this one might be just a little bigger.
Are they smallmouth, largemouth?
They're all largemouth. I don't have enough guts to go out there and chase the smallmouth.
No. You've been hooking into some though.
Yeah, but like they're not as easy. Like they don't hang out in the grass and all of their. They're all over. You know, they're like offshore here.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be right back.
All right, man.
It's like that. Well, not Ohio, but a lot of lakes. They're just off of those deep rocks.
Yep.
That's why it's so hard for me to catch them, man. I can't fish deep.
Gotta start doing it, man.
I know.
We got hooked up with his fifth fish. He's getting a measurement on that. Dan Perry's searching to fill his limit. He's got one fish currently, 12 inches.
Yeah. Think you may regret missing them other ones. I thought it was okay. They bit so quick that now I'm really wishing I would have had them.
Are you fishing the main lake or are you in coves or what?
Yeah, I mean this place is not very big, so it's
just.
I mean, yeah, it's not that big.
Gotcha.
It's really just one lake and then little pockets off the side. It's pretty long, but it's small.
Got a 13 for Josh Smith.
You guys need to show me how to judge fishes and stuff. I'd like to start doing that.
That brings Josh to 74 inches.
That's a pretty good limit for less than 2 hours, though.
Yep. I think he
Yeah,
just
for
texted out. Josh will be back here in a second, but Josh just filled his limit.
Good limit.
There he is. All right, man. Your smallest fish is 13 inches. You're looking for
All right.
upgrades now. You got all 5. You got 74 inches total.
All right, I'm gonna go a little deeper and see if I can pull some big ones now.
There you go. Nice strategy.
Are you pretty confident in fishing deep?
Not on tournaments. On tournaments, I don't. And you see it a lot too, man. A lot of guys who like post those gigantic smallmouth pictures. They go to tournaments and they can't pull those kind of. You know what I mean? It takes time to find them.
Yeah.
But once you do find them, though, like you're probably on them, and you're probably gonna destroy some people. So, to me, I'm just not that good at finding them, so it's not efficient for me. So I stick with largemouth and the grass.
I can't hear Josh.
Dan can't hear what you're saying. Oh,
I mean,
he's back in. Can you hear him now?
DP, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you
Yep.
hear
You
me
didn't want
now?
to hear what I had to say, anyways. It wasn't.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm better than that.
What are you doing when you're fishing deep? Are you switching baits?
No, I'm just gonna go out deeper in the flat and like find a little bit more submerged grass.
Gotcha.
I was fishing kind of shallow in like some like a little bit of grass and lay downs and brush and things like that. Now I'm just gonna go like and really fish like deeper grass.
Yeah. I saw who was that? Oh, it was Ricketts on our very first stream. He couldn't get him to bite shallow, so what he did was back off the bank like a few pedals, and then he caught his big fish that way.
Yeah, that's kind of a similar strategy that I'm doing. It's about was catching them shallow. It's just I already got a limit now, so now I need to catch the big ones.
Yeah. I need to practice doing that. Oh my goodness.
So tell us more about your wife's balls.
Yeah, she runs a bakery here in Ohio. I brought some cake balls to the Pound and Fin meetup last summer here when Brian and Jay came over, and man, I don't think they even lasted a few hours. Everybody destroyed those things. But she's working farmers markets now, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, in different cities around here, and yeah, they're pretty popular. I'll have to when we have a get together. When we have a get together, I'll make sure she makes some for us. What'd you say though?
Everybody's sweating your wife's balls.
Yeah. Oh man. They're pretty good.
Come on, fish.
You said you don't have a water temperature out there?
Oh, I don't have a graph on this boat. It's just
Oh, I
a
gotcha.
loaner.
Gotcha. I'd probably imagine it's probably like upper 70s, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Hey, my mom's in the chat.
Uh-oh.
She said, I've been learning so much. I'm ready to go fishing with you, B-Rad. That's funny. I'm still learning.
Me too. You're not learning. You're doing it wrong.
Yeah, that's the truth. It's like little subtle things too you pick up, like just watching live streams like this. Like,
Yeah.
when I mentioned Ricketts backing off the bank like that, I was just like, I never thought about that. Josh is getting down to business.
Yeah, they temperatures coming back.
Getting hot.
Yeah. I mean, all this fish I'm catching, you know.
Oh, Lord. There he goes.
Well, I didn't say anything, DP. You know how it is when you catch fish. Sometimes it's
He's gonna have a bum elbow next from setting the hook too much.
Not a log.
Ow. What are you doing when you're spinning your rod like that?
Oh, I just have the some line wrapped around it.
Oh, okay.
I'm not doing anything cool.
I was about to say, I didn't know if it was some kind of like trick to getting a snag out.
No, I did used to have a partner that, I mean, whenever we fished, I was fishing out of a boat. My partner I fished with all the time, Brandon, he would always wrap his line around his guide so it didn't, instead of using a rod cover,
Yeah,
kept the line from getting tangled up.
that's a good idea. I opened my dad's eyes up to rod sleeves yesterday. He was over here, and he was like, "What the heck are those on your rod?" I was like, "The rod sleeves for when you're transporting." He thought that was the coolest thing.
Huh.
Yeah,
I might lose y'all for a minute.
It's all good.
Just saying it. Service back here is okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm the same way until I tried them TRC covers, because I had some old rod covers and they were garbage. But then
Yeah.
when you try some actual good ones, it's like, oh, now I get it.
Yep. Yeah, I had some cheap rod glove sleeves before the TRCs, and the TRCs blow them away. But
Speaking of TRC, I just ordered the sleeve for the electronics.
yeah, I need to get one.
At the boat.
You got one?
Yeah.
There you go.
I can keep on here.
Is he a good one?
Come on.
Sounds like a good one.
He's angry.
That smallmouth I caught last week on the live stream, that thing would not sit still.
yeah, smallmouths are crazy.
Man. He was a bigger one too. It was like 18 and a half, I think. But usually the bigger ones don't like flop as much. But oh yeah, that is a good one. Yeah, usually the bigger ones don't flop as much. It's the ones that are like 12 to 17 inches that just go nuts.
I'm gonna leave for a second. Can you kick me out for a second?
I don't know if I have the ability. Oh, I think Brian's working behind the scenes, so it's all good. It's pretty cool, man. We got 7 fish on the board so far. Let's see. Justin said TRC has a sale going on. Buy 6, get 1 free through the end of the month. So that's a good deal. And Christopher Dodson says my dad used to make his own out of cloth before they were a thing. Yeah, he's ahead of the curve, man. He sounds like he missed out on $1 million idea. I've seen companies doing like neoprene rod gloves too. I don't know if you guys seen those or not. But I'm hoping TRC comes out with some because that'd be cool.
Are we at the 2-hour mark yet?
5 minutes away.
We'll make a big move.
No, we're
15
over
and
2
a quarter.
hours. We're over 2 hours.
Oh, okay. I just
Dan
saw-
had 15 and a quarter.
not bad.
What do I want to do?
Hit it at the boat, man.
I was about to say I saw that.
That
It was
brings
so
him up
bad.
to 27 and a quarter.
I hope I can get out later, man.
Where are you going, GMR?
Probably if I do. Yes, they do, Chris. They help through tree
Chris.
branches.
Chris asked if rod covers help when dragged through tree branches. Absolutely. Your line doesn't get snagged up. Stuff like that.
Yeah, it's really handy. I'd imagine he has a PA 360, I think. I'd imagine he stuffs all his rods in the hull, and it helps with that. It's awesome. Justin, I'm going to be fishing Brookville for CKFT next month, I think, end of July. I need to come out there and pre-fish.
Dan Perry just got his second fish on the board. Josh Smith has got a full limit. He's looking for upgrades. He just made a move out to some deeper water. Perry got.
Oops.
I think it's that Sox hat, man. I think it's bad luck.
Come on. All right. I'll
All
go
right.
over the top. I'm
Oh,
going
hold
over the top.
Hold on.
Over the top. Watch out. I actually have that poster framed down in my basement.
Which one's that?
Over the top with Sylvester Stallone.
Oh, yeah. Great movie.
I have that one and the Goonies poster with everybody in the cast who signed it.
Nice.
Like,
There we go.
Like everybody. Steven Spielberg, Cyndi Lauper, like everybody signed it.
There you go,
Shaun
Dan.
Thanos.
Oh, my God. Why'd you put toilet paper on your head, bro?
Hold on, that's not even it.
Oh, jeez. Double roll of toilet paper. You see that, Dan?
Yeah.
He's wearing that Pittsburgh Pirate garbage.
What happened
When's the
to
last
Pirate?
time Pittsburgh did anything?
2015. First time in 30 years.
Hey, that's a better record than the Cubs. I'll give you that.
Such a cool
It only took
sports
us
town.
100 years.
Such a cool sports town to be so bad.
What's that?
Pirates.
The Pirates, yeah.
Yeah. I will tell you what, though, for as bad as the Pirates have been, Pittsburgh loves that team, dude. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. And the field's awesome.
I love PNC.
Just seems like they would spend more money, you know. They got Bell.
Yeah, their owner's a idiot.
Same way with the
Kind of
Sox.
like the Blackhawks.
Yeah.
Just saying. Bowman, you're
But-
an idiot.
Yeah, dude. I went to a Pirates game a few years ago in Pittsburgh, and they were nowhere near chasing like a wild card or anything like that. And they still had the stadium 3/4 full. I was impressed.
Huh.
How far is that from you?
4 hours. Oh, like 3 hours and 55 minutes. I live like right in between 4 major sports cities. So you got Cincinnati, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, and Indianapolis.
So all terrible sports.
Yeah. Oh man. Are you from Chicago?
Now, family there. And we, like
Oh.
I said earlier, the White Sox AA team is here.
Oh, that's right.
The band.
Quick tournament update around the nation. Jackson Orr is currently in the lead at the Kentucky Lake Hobie
course he
Bass
is.
Open with 160 3/4 inches. Today he's already got 78 3/4. Corey Dreyer sitting in second with 147. Tim Isaacs third. Charles Miser in fourth. Jason Isaacs in fifth. Kurt Pignot in sixth. Ron Champion seventh. Garrett Morgan in eighth. Andrew Green in ninth. Jeremy Clefman in 10th.
Dang.
And then for the KBF event up on the Potomac, A. Fioca is leading with 88 3/4. John Mihas, 83 inches. Derek Brundle moved into third with a tie for fourth with B. Dennison. R. Ocampo, 76 in fifth. R. Montes, 75 1/4 in sixth. Jay Coleman in seventh with 73 1/2. Mara Hill, 73 inches in eighth. Ninth is M. Salas, 70 3/4, and Ken Wood sitting in 10th with 66 3/4. Ken Wood's only got 4 fish.
Wow, so you could jump up big time.
Yeah.
That fifth one.
Yeah. Ken Wood's got an 18, a 17 1/4, 16 1/2, and a 15. Leader has got an 18 1/2, 18 1/4, 2 18s, and a 16.
Man, Jackson Orr, man. That kid. He's impressive.
You're impressive.
Why? Why is that?
I don't know.
I don't feel like it.
All right, I'm gonna change spots because I'm getting a lot of pressure over here now.
A lot of boat traffic.
Yeah, they all see me over here slaying them, and they're like, "Well, I'm gonna go hang out with that guy." I like to fish with people, so.
All right.
Somebody, Scott in the chat said Derek, thumbs up. I think he's talking about Derek Brundle.
Derek Brundle. Yep. Sitting in third.
He's always at the top too.
Gene Wilson's in the house. Mama Gene.
Hi, Gene.
Good morning. Good morning, darling. You got Josh Smith, got a full limit, 74 inches. Dan Perry finally got his second fish. He's sitting at 27 1/4. Boys are battling it out. Shout out to Gene.
My bad.
I'll be down there near Gene in September.
Oh, I would suggest you go fish with the queen, bro. I don't know. I don't know if I'm worthy enough to fish with the queen.
It's the family deal. We're going down to Gulf Shores.
Your numbers aren't making you worthy enough right now. Just saying, bro.
He's like, come
I
on,
didn't
man.
make it to the championship round in the winners bracket.
Yeah, I hear you, bro. I hear you. I hear you.
And I did win last week against the person that beat Josh.
That's true. That's true.
Hey, I should have been knocked out last week, man. That's all I got to say.
Yeah. You came up from behind, right?
No, I only caught one fish, but JP lost like 4 of them.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I should have lost.
Shout out to Gene Wilson. She was just on the Angler Facebook page for a little podcast interview. Check that out. And then also check out the Angler 108 Degrees series that they've been doing. Gene was on one of those as well, along with Cody Milton and Ron Champion.
They need to get you on one next.
Yeah.
Hey, shit. Just give me a call, Angler.
Brian the Killer Schiller.
Holla. Gene said September will be maybe just 101 degrees by then. LOL.
Yeah.
It'll be a hot one in Florida.
Josh, how's that knee?
We're staying right in the Orange Beach, Pensacola border.
Nice. Josh talked about the knee a little bit earlier. He's got a little bit of pain, not much movement. He's not 100% yet, but
Looks like it's not doing too bad now.
yeah, they
I'm not
drained
going very fast either.
Yeah.
a bunch of fluid out of his
It's really
knee.
dictating where I want to go right now because there's a special spot I want to go to. And I'm like, I'm not moving very fast.
Yeah. Dan's like, hey, man, take your time. It's all good.
No rush.
Gene said, thanks. That was a fun talking with Shane Baker on the Angler platform. Always got to spread some love for Miss Jean. We talked about her on the OG show Thursday night. So,
Yeah, that was a good episode with Armando.
Armando Sola.
He's a cool guy, man. I like him.
He's a good dude for sure. He's doing something cool over there with his Bass, Kayak, and Beers podcast.
I listened to it.
I do too.
Josh Smith here, Fishing Today. He does the Dark Waters kayak fishing podcast as well.
I'm a big fan of Josh's podcast, man. I love it. It's good stuff.
Why do you love
me
it
too.
so much?
It's raw. He asks some good questions. It's good.
That's why I like it. Look at that. Josh is smiling behind his. Looks like a turtle right now in his vest. You can see his.
I like Josh's episode with Kurt Smith. That was good.
That was a good one.
Gene said, "Get an interview with Armando O'Brien." Thank you, Miss Gene. Much appreciated. The queen of big bass. Someday, man. Someday. Be down there on the waters in Florida just catching giants with Gene Wilson.
Man, I remember seeing a video.
Then I have accomplished everything in the kayak fishing world, and I'll
I remember seeing a video of Drew Gregory and her fishing somewhere. It's like a river with grass.
Yeah.
That's the first time I heard her name. It was way before I got into like all the kayak stuff.
Sure.
And I was like, I need to go down there. That looked amazing.
Yeah. Well, you know what's cool is she catches a lot of Swanee bass. They look kind of like a smallmouth, but they're different, man. They're beautiful fish. I'd love to catch one of those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like the perfect mixture of grass and a river. Man,
Yeah.
That's my thing. I love it.
And she keeps it pretty basic too. I like the way she fishes. She takes a pretty basic approach to it, and obviously she has a ton of success, which is great. Love it.
I wish Drew Gregory would release more podcasts.
Yeah,
because I enjoy his too.
Scott says, I listen to all you peeps. Josh's casts are definitely colorful. Podcast, brother.
I go to church on Sunday.
You don't like instantly start on fire as you walk through the front door.
I told him that a lie. I don't go to church on Sunday.
I was about to say today's Sunday. Or is the water's your sanctuary?
You need to go to confession, bro. Just saying. Oh man. Well, these boys are battling it out. Josh Smith is up on Lake Oneida in upstate New York. He's got a full 5 fish limit, 74 inches. He's looking for upgrades. Dan Perry's in Alabama on Ghetto Lake. That's what we'll call it. Instead of Lake X, it's Ghetto Lake. And refers to it. He's got 2 fish. He's sitting at 27 and a quarter currently. We are just over the 2-hour mark. We're like 2 hours and 20 minutes in. So you guys got it about an hour and 40 to go.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to go to my spot.
That's okay.
Chris said I
I
went
can
to
make it there, but I just got
mattress
a text
today.
message saying I gotta be ready to pick my dog up. At,
I'm assuming that's bed. Same mattress. I like it. Like it.
Oh man. Yeah. I slept in today, man. I had my alarm set for 6. I was gonna go to the river for a little bit. I slept. I was like, screw it.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I'll go to confession right now. I forgot about this matchup, and I was on my way to go do some work, and I got a message who's running the stream today, and I was like, oh, I'll be back home in about 15 minutes. So the late start was on me. I apologize. That was my bad. That was my bad. But as soon as I'm done here, I gotta go to Rocktown and work there, man. Shop's been crazy. Kayak shops across the nation are just selling out of boats left and right. It's great to see people getting outdoors and recreating and getting outside.
Speaking of,
How
man,
this thing's looking, we should probably just call it off for the day.
Are you forfeiting?
No, hell no.
I'm not gonna judge you if you do. I'm just saying I'm not gonna do it either. So.
Hey, I'll lose. I'm not giving up.
I got faith in you, Dan. I got faith in you. It's gonna heat up that last hour, man. That's how it usually goes with these 4-hour streams. That last hour gets a little magical.
I just had to chase my bait all the way to the boat. He looked at me as I pulled the bait out of the water. He gave me a wink.
he saw that Sox hat. He said, "Nope."
Oh boy, Dan's going hat shopping after this stream.
Nah, bro.
No, bro.
You need to get you on one of those Bass Pro Shops hats. Those are the big bass catcher hats.
Yeah, but I'm bald, so I get the mesh in the back doesn't work for me.
Dan, Gene Wilson said, hang in there. Hang in
Thanks,
there.
Gene.
See that? Dan's
See, I got Gene on my side, Josh. So, I'm definitely winning.
All right, guys. No fighting over Gene Wilson now. Come on.
Going back to what you said about kayak shops selling out, man. I know our shop here in Loveland, they've been killing it.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, you can't even get them online.
They're
Yeah.
sold out.
Yeah. We there's everybody is looking for Bonafide and the Huntsman color right now, and it's just like they're sold out and backlogged, and
Took
it's
2
crazy.
calls on that yesterday.
Yeah.
Dan, Chris Dotson says he has a few clown hats you could use.
What's going on today? Why all the hate?
Well, so Chris actually does like he's actually a clown, quote unquote a clown. He does like parties and stuff like that.
Oh, I gotcha.
It's not that he's making fun of you. He's just got
I'm a
clown
Mason.
hats.
They tried to get me to sign up for the Shriners and be a clown with them. But nah, man, that creeps me out.
Are you part of the Shriners?
No, I'm just a Mason. That's like an appendant body of Mason. Like you have to be a master Mason to become a Shriner.
Okay.
Like I'm Scottish, right? That's kind of another body, and then Shriners. We have a big shrine here called Zamora, and they have the hospitals. They really do a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, for sure. I just know the Shriners. They got those kind of like weird hats with like a tassel hanging off the top, right?
Yeah, and kind of the history of that was the guy who started Shriners. He went to I think he went to Morocco.
Okay.
Or somewhere in the Middle East, And then he kind of thought Masons were a little uptight. So he thought, well, I'm going to start a whole nother branch. We'll call it the Shriners, and we'll, they'll be like the fun branch. Like we'll actually they have a bar and stuff like that, So
Right on.
the Shriners are usually the fun part of Masons.
Right on. Okay. So you're part of the Illuminati.
Dude, if there's secrets, they can give them the name.
Just messing
I'm
with
a
you. I know that was
32nd
in the group
degree
chat the other day.
Yeah, I'm a 32nd degree Mason and the chaplain of my lodge. And if there's some secrets, they don't give them to me.
You haven't been privied yet. I dig it.
The only stuff secret are the lessons, and that's just to keep it fun whenever you go through it. It's like, they use parables from the Bible to teach you life lessons. It's not,
Sure.
It sounds crazy, but I promise it's not.
What was
Right.
Not even a little.
that movie? There was a movie. Hey, she's loud, isn't she?
Hey, man.
Is that your wife?
Yeah.
Big shot.
Isn't there a movie, Da Vinci Code? Isn't that surrounded by like Masons and stuff or something?
Some of it.
Yeah. It was a good one.
Well, no, that was like a whole weird sex orgy thing. That wasn't Masons.
Wait a minute. Where
Okay.
where are we going with
Da
this?
Vinci Code, and then
I don't know.
she thought her uncle. Oh no, I'm thinking about the second one. What was the second Da Vinci Code movie?
Angels and Demons.
Yeah, that one. Right? I don't know. I'm getting mixed up.
Brian has a look on his face like, what the heck, dude?
I don't know what's going on.
Over here trying to catch fish, and you guys are talking about orgies and stuff.
Well, no, I think it was the second movie where she was like, her grandfather was the head of the Louvre in Paris, and
Yeah.
like he was the head of that whatever. Maybe that was the first one. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't
No,
remember.
it's
It's
not.
been years since I've
You
seen them.
think of like National Treasure.
Yeah, Scott here says Illuminati.
Yeah, National Treasure had Mason stuff in it.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, man. Cool. I don't know much about it. Is somebody's reel squeaking?
Yeah, that's mine.
I thought it was somebody's.
Yeah, we gotta do some maintenance today.
Yeah. What kind of reel is it?
Just a Lewis or Lose.
Okay. I got a couple loose. They're decent.
Oh, they're great.
I use the Speed Spool.
Yeah.
This spinning rod I'm throwing is a Lose Custom Speed Spin. It's a good spinning rod.
Yeah, I've never used one of their spinning reels.
It's good.
Huh.
Yeah, giant just jumped out here in the middle. I don't know what he was doing out here.
Don't you leave him alone.
There was some
Perfectly
like
fine where
massive
we're at
carp
in
this
this competition.
I'd like to see Dan hook into another 8-pounder like he did earlier this year.
Me too, man.
That was awesome.
I've heard some kids out here, and they, that like every time we come here, we see them here, and they said every time they come, they get like a big giant like that on, and they can't ever get them to the boat. Who knows if they're telling the truth?
Be like, yo, tell me when you land the fish, not when you lose it.
Yeah. I don't want to hear your sad story. We all got them.
Yes, we do. Some more than others. Yeah, I broke my PB 3 times within the last like 8 months, I think, here in Ohio.
Dang, man.
Yeah, it's been a good year.
I know you've been killing them.
The largemouth was over 5, and then my smallmouth personal best was over 5 this year. It's pretty like if you get a 6 or above, man, that's just like impressive for Ohio.
A trophy. Yeah.
Yeah. So 8 pounds, is that your PB?
It was 8.3 from a kayak. I caught a 10.5 from a boat.
Jeez,
Well,
I can't
I
even
was
imagine.
I was a little bitty kid with my grandpa, and it was on a cane pole.
Wow.
Cane
I
pole.
mean, we were crappie fishing actually, and
Wow.
he bit and he just came in the boat. I mean, he fought a little, but he was just done with life. It's like, that's it. Just take me. I mean, he fought a little, but not much. And,
Yeah.
yes, got him in the boat. He's in a magazine, like Mississippi Outdoors magazine or something.
Josh, what's your PB?
I don't even. Probably 6 pounds.
Yeah, so you're pretty similar to Ohio then. You guys up there.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't do much bass fishing when I was younger in Florida. I did a lot of like redfish and trout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, heck, you guys got some amazing smallmouth up there, though. Bailey crushing like 22-pound bags all the time.
Yeah, but Bailey's got it all figured out up here, man. Like,
Yeah.
He'll spend 10 hours in the water just to fish for 4 hours.
Yeah, that's not me.
Just trying to find him. I mean, he knows what he wants to do in his life.
Yeah.
I wish I could.
Same here. Got some wind picking up.
Yeah, it's good.
Well, I'd give anything for it, man.
Go chase
Anything.
bass boats off my spot.
Dead calm there.
You guys got both. You got blue skies. Josh has a little cloud, but not much. Looks nice. Those high pressure days, man, they're always tough, aren't they?
Yeah, and I got everyone back. Everyone's on my spot now.
Josh with 74 inches, Dan with 27.25. Josh has his limit. And I think we got a little less than an hour and a half to go. Did you guys start right at 8?
Yeah.
You did, yeah.
Yep. You got one?
Yeah.
Dan has got one.
Hooked up.
It's about to get into that last hour, man. It might get interesting.
Yeah, we got a little less than an hour and a
That's
half.
a big old band. Yeah, that's
It's
a big
pull
old
and
band.
drag. That's sweet.
This will be number
That's a
3
big one.
for Dan.
Come on. Stay. God, dog. That's a big one. Get in the net. Get in the net. All right. That's a big fish.
Nice.
That's a legit big one.
Oh yeah.
Chunky.
What are we gonna? What's your guesses here? I'm gonna say 18.
Yeah, I was gonna say about 18. 18. I don't know. The camera makes it look a little weird.
Yeah.
Smaller than it actually is.
All right, pull me out.
Yes, sir. Wait for that picture from Dan.
Oh, I need to turn on this light.
It'll be fish 3 for Dan. Josh Smith is sitting at 74 inches. Dan's currently at 27.25, so we'll see where this one puts him.
There we go.
It's gonna be tough.
Scott says 1850.
Waiting for this to come through. I'm gonna drop out of here while I get this set up.
It needs to be 46.50. Could you imagine catching a bass that big? Size of a muskie, man.
It's 19 and a quarter.
Woo.
What is it?
19 and a quarter for Dan.
Damn, dude.
He's like, uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
19 and a quarter, my man. Nice work.
He still needs to fill out his limit, though. 'Cause it depends on how big the next two are, I think. But
That brings you to 47 inches.
Uh-oh.
so he would be 20. How many inches behind? 26,
27 inches.
27.
That's what you need to tie.
So he could do it 2 fish, 2 14s.
Yeah, absolutely good.
Josh Smith, 74. Dan Perry, 47.
Uh-oh.
What are you using now?
That was a Nico.
Back to
Okay.
the go.
Nico is Nito. Sorry, that was bad.
So there's what's your water clarity there?
It's actually pretty stained. Like not muddy, but just just dirty.
Yeah.
Probably like I don't know, 8 inches visibility.
Yeah, that's pretty stained.
Just a black and blue Nico.
Yeah, that's my color, man. I love black and blue.
Yeah, buddy.
This is the same spot I caught that first one on this morning. It's off a little point.
Might be on to
We
something.
should go somewhere else and look for other fish.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, I love Josh Smith.
You know that last tournament that I fished, I sat on this point for like 3 hours and I was just casting off both sides of it.
Yeah.
I was just patient. Everybody else that came up to this point and fished, they would cast a couple times and go.
Yeah. Sometimes that's what you got to do. Just grind it out at a spot,
Yeah.
That's been the biggest difference this year for me with catching fish is like staying in that one spot and actually fishing it.
Yeah.
Chris Dotson asked, how big was it? His phone froze. It was a 19 and a quarter, my man. 19 and a quarter. So Dan is now sitting at 47 inches. Still needs 2
Yeah, who was
fish
this
to
one?
fill his limit. Josh Smith, 74 inches.
Who was talking smack this morning about them Alabama Giants?
I was talking smack. I was saying you got to
No,
fight.
it's somebody else.
Somebody in the chat.
Oh,
I think that was Chris Dotson. He said he thought
Yeah.
Alabama had big fish.
man, just takes time.
That's all.
I lost my
That's all.
one.
I'm just hoping it takes
Where?
you 2 hours to find a fish. You know, that seems to be your pattern right now.
You got about an hour and 20 to go.
Does anyone know how Susie's doing at Kentucky Lake right now?
Yeah, I can look that up again. Let me pull that up, get a refreshed leaderboard for Kentucky Bass Open. Jackson Orr sitting in first place with 160 and 3/4 inches. His day 2 total is 78 3/4. Second place, Charles Miser, 155.5 inches. Corey Dreyer, 147 inches in third. Tim Isaacs in fourth with 144 3/4. Jason Isaacs in fifth with 132 1/4. Sixth, Nick Huddleston, 131 3/4. Seventh, Kurt Pegnot, 129.5. Ron Champion, eighth with 128.25. Garrett Morgan in ninth with 118 3/4. 10th place, Andrew Green with 114.5. So you have about a 45-inch difference between first place and 10th.
That's crazy.
Jeez.
What's the difference between first and second? I forget.
5 1/4 inches. Jackson's got a 5 1/4 inch lead.
That's a pretty good difference.
Yes, sir. And then for the KBF Trail at Potomac, first place is Alex Fiolka, and he's sitting with 91 3/4. He's got a pretty big lead over second place, John Mijas, 83 3/4. Third place, M. Hosky with 81.5. So you got about a 10-inch difference between first and third. Fourth place, R. Ocampo, 80 3/4. B. Dennison in fifth with 80 inches. Derek Brundle in sixth with 78 inches. Seventh is R. Montes with 75 1/4. Jay Coleman in eighth, 73.5. Mara Hill, 73 inches in ninth. 10th place is M. Salas, 70 3/4. And Ken Woods in 11th with 66 3/4.
Where is the Potomac?
Virginia.
Okay.
Stafford, Virginia.
Here's the secret right here. Bang!
Bang!
What is that? Oh, scent?
Yep. Bang, bang.
I don't do.
Bang. Is that the craw?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never used it either.
I got some. I got some of the juice.
I just use it tournament days.
I got the juice.
I don't mess with any other
You,
day.
you guys
Does it
really
work?
honestly think it works?
I don't know. Do you honestly think it doesn't work?
No, I'm just asking. I'm ignorant to the.
No, I mean, I think that's the better. Like, I don't know if it works, but I can't prove it doesn't work.
Yeah, so I get it. So why not use it? I get it.
Yep.
Makes sense.
See what happens when you get a torpedo,
I mean,
man? All goes to your head.
What does?
No, I really don't know, but I think that's the question. Like, I wouldn't be smart. I mean, I think that's the, to me, that's the question. Like,
It's
does
not
it work?
like you're getting less bites, so to speak.
Yeah.
Chris
Is it the same?
Chris brought up
I've
a
never-
good point in the chat.
Leaderboard in Kentucky is tricky because cell coverage is spotty. Many don't upload through the day and get off lake early to find Wi-Fi.
Yeah, Kurt Smits, he was 0 up until the very end of the day, and then he uploaded his fish and he had like 80 something. So watch out for him, man. He might upload at the end of the day and be right at top. So who knows?
Sure wish I could have fished them. I
Yeah.
love to fish offshore though, so
Yeah.
and that's not. I don't think that's really the bite nowadays.
Yes. Who was I talking to? They said it's kind of reversed, like where they're shallow is like the thing to do there now,
Mm-hmm.
or something.
Susie's got 2 fish for today, a 16 and a 14. I know she only had 4 fish yesterday.
It's Catherine's. What about Fields? Catherine Fields? She still in it?
Let me look.
She drove all the way from Utah.
Yeah, I hope she has a fun time, man.
Yeah, that's impressive.
It really is.
Jackson's dad has only got one fish, 13 3/4. Don't see her with a fish on the board for today, for day 2.
All right, let's change it up just a little bit.
What are you doing now?
Just gonna go to more of a green pumpkin. I got pretty good water clarity.
Okay. Chatterbait?
Yep.
Yep. Dan's under a tree again. He's losing service.
Let me jump out for a sec. I'll be right back.
You guys don't. You probably
Yeah,
do, but
I
man, it's not. It kills me watching other people fish. I want to be out there.
I keep my rods horizontal so I can do that.
Yeah, it's a good idea. I do that on the river. Oh man.
I know there's a tree up in the, like, a couple of 100 yards down I could go, but the service there sucks is why I'm not going there. I think I can go there and catch a couple fish.
Hey, you might just have to. You might just have to suck it up and be like, "Oh, I'll get kicked off the live stream for a few minutes." But
Yeah, I'm probably going to. There was a guy went. And
You should be
fished there a little while
penalized if
ago
you
and it-
lose live feed, you know?
yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
this is supposed
Hey,
to
man,
be
I
live,
drove-
Harry.
I was literally staying on a lake last night, and I drove an hour just to get some service. Because all
Yeah.
of Lay Lake, which is I love to fish. Well, I don't love to fish Lay Lake. I fish Lay Lake. It yeah. There's the service there. There's like none.
yeah, yeah.
It's Coosa River.
Last weekend, I spent an hour and a half trying to get back into the stream when we were doing the live stream and couldn't do it. So I was like, man, screw this. So I started fishing. I caught my fish off live stream, and then I came back in, and then it kicked me off after I used or showed you guys the fish. I hear a boat.
Got a little John boat.
How hot is it down there right now?
Yeah, my fish is still here.
Yeah.
I think it's supposed to get up to high 80s today. But I mean, next week it'll be in the 90s for sure.
Yeah.
It's supposed to actually get real hot next week. I'm not ready for it, but it'll be all right.
No, me either.
I need some upgrades.
I'm ready to see some
There you
fish.
go. That a hook set?
No.
That's where I should have went. I should have went to the Coosa to try to beat you in your Coosa.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't. Right now, I think the spot you're at's the
Just-
best.
What?
The spot you're at's the best spot to be right now.
Yeah.
I need a win.
No service
PP.
there. Wish I could have.
How far away are you from the Coosa River right now?
From the Coosa?
Yeah.
Like, not far.
Hey, you got time. Why don't you go ahead and try to make that trip?
I mean, I was my mother and father-in-law have a place on Lay Lake. And that's an hour to there.
Oh man.
All right. I know everyone's bored right now, waiting for me to catch a monster.
You guys got an hour and 10 minutes, I think.
That's not what we're waiting for at all, Josh.
I can feel the people's anticipation.
You feel my anticipation, man. I'm waiting for somebody to catch a fish. Oh man. I don't know if I'm supposed to be doing some sponsor shout outs or not. I kind of just jumped into this.
How much longer?
Hour and 10, hour and 9, I think.
Shout them out, man.
I think he usually brings up graphics and stuff, but
We talk about that Panfish Pro, Portrait Pro.
yeah, Yak Attack. They provided us the Panfish Pro for everybody doing the live streams. Cool little product. You can see it in the upper right corner here. It connects your gear track and it has the lock and load base on the bottom. Then you can buy different arm lengths for it, 4 or 8 inch, I think. They might have a longer one too. I don't know, but yeah, you compare that with like a GoPro or some other kind of mount, or mount on top of it. Pretty cool product. So all the angles you're seeing right now, that's what they're using. Josh has a cool little angle right there with his. Shout out to Jig Masters. When in doubt, get the jig out. Shout out to Cody Jennings there. His jigs are awesome, man. They look beautiful. I have a bunch of them. And TRC covers. Protect your investment. We know those rods are not cheap. Wicked Weights. I think they're giving away a prize package. So if you haven't used Wicked Weights, man, check them out. They got the Wicked Willow that I'm absolutely in love with. Pair that with a swim bait. Good stuff. They got good tungsten weights too. Catch boards.
Yeah, just weights.
What's that?
Weights. I just ordered some flipping weights from them.
Those are cool little weights, man. Are you talking about the?
I like the shaky heads too.
Yeah, that's what Sam likes those too. What's are you talking about the tomahawk things?
I don't know if there's time, but I just know that they got a shaky head, and I do a lot of shaky head fishing, so I got some from them and I like them a lot.
Okay. Well, I was talking the flipping weights.
Oh, the flipping weights. Yeah, I got a bunch of those now.
Gotcha. Yeah, those are cool. Shout out to Catch boards. You can personalize your catch board, put your name on the top. On the fence side, you can put Paddle and Fin logo or whatever logo that looks good in black and white onto the board. And yeah. Orion Coolers, they're giving away a cooler, I think, to first place. So shout out to them. I've never used the cooler, but I know Brian and Ricketts have. And Angler, the Angler button, cool little product there. I have one. Oh, I don't have it right here with me, but it's on my hat that I use when I fish. You can mark waypoints when you catch a fish. It's like a digital logbook and tells you the wind speed, even river gauges and stuff. You can pick what gauge that you are fishing on the river. and it'll log all that into a little journal type thing digitally. So it's cool. Arachnet security system. We actually had Michelle Adams on the podcast last year talk about this product. So if you haven't heard about or heard that episode, go back and check it out. She's a real cool lady. Cool product. I actually have one, and it does work. I used it camping at my last tournament a couple weeks ago. Just that little peace of mind to keep your gear safe so you don't have people stealing stuff out of your boat while you're asleep. You could also drape that over tents and stuff too, so you can keep stuff inside your tent. BizBaits. Sam's affiliated with this company, and I believe a bunch of soft plastic stuff. He swears by them. I think he has a frog that he likes there, and some worms and all that kind of stuff. But you got one?
No.
Oh. Let's see. Justin said he put a cutter crawl on the Wicked Willow and it worked it slow on the bottom. Works great. The underspin flash attracts them to the crawl. It's a good idea. I might have to try that. Chris says, I caught a nice smallie in the trees yesterday with a Jigmaster jig. I saw you went out there yesterday. I was trying to, that picture you posted, I was trying to figure out where you were. I think I know. So Dan dropped out. I don't know where he went. Maybe he forfeited. He's like, ah, screw this.
Fish on.
Josh is on. Going to be an upgrade?
Looks like it.
There you go.
Small fish is a 13, bro.
There you go.
Quit moving.
I'm sure we lost Dan with connection issues. He should be back shortly.
Just rub his belly.
Oh, the wacky rig, man. I love it.
What? I don't know.
Tell her to figure out a way to ship cake balls.
All right, get back.
All right, man. All right, we got Josh measuring up a fish. He currently needs anything bigger than 13 inches to upgrade. And Dan Perry dropped out probably due to signal issues. He should be back here shortly. And Chris Dotson asked, does Wicked Weights have drop shot with the loop instead of line pinch? Yes, I believe so.
Man, those torpedo drop shot weights are awesome, though. Like with the pinch.
Yeah.
I was apprehensive about them at first, but leave a longer tag line. If you're going to use those torpedoes, they don't come off.
Nice.
I like them.
Nice. Man, Josh Smith is putting the hurting on DP today. Dan still needs to find 2 more fish. Josh is currently upgrading. We'll get that fish here in a second. Waiting for that to come through. But Dan did his last fish was 19 1/4. That was
Okay.
a huge one for him.
Let's see here. I can't tell. So Wicked Weights does have a teardrop.
Yep.
It's called the Grenade.
Yep.
But I can't tell if it has the pinch or the loop at the top.
I think it's a wire loop, if I'm not mistaken. But I could be wrong.
I like that torpedo, though, for like rocky areas.
Yeah. Chris says he puts a snap on the tag end so it reduces line twist.
Well, that's a good idea.
Got a photo here from Josh. Definitely looks like an upgrade. 15 3/4. That's his second 15 3/4. So that'll upgrade him 2 3/4 inches. Let me adjust that.
I got about 15 minutes left, and then I'm going to have to head out here.
Yeah, no worries. So that brings Josh Smith to 76.75.
There you go. 2 3/4 inch upgrade.
Yeah, buddy. So I'm sure he'll be back in here in a second. That was a nice juicy bass.
Dan mentioned something about going to a tree. He might not have service. That's why he's
Okay.
which he probably has a couple tied up to the tree over there.
Yeah. That's very possible. Josh, you got your mic muted, my man. There
Good.
you go. Yep. Got you back, man.
How big was that
Upgraded.
one?
It was 15 3/4. That upgraded you 2 3/4 inches, so you're at 76.75.
Nice.
Nice.
What's his small now?
His small fish now is 13.5.
Oh yeah, you could upgrade that.
He's got a 17, 2 15 3/4, a 14 3/4, and a 13.5.
All right.
And
Not bad for 4 hours.
not at all, man. Dan Perry is currently 29 3/4 inches behind you. So he would need 2 15s to take the W. That big fish made a huge difference for him. Made up a lot of ground.
Yeah.
Dan Perry's currently got the big fish with 19 1/4. Josh ain't scared of no peak. Alabama bass.
This is cool. So I haven't been able to watch any of the live streams yet.
Yeah.
I've just participated in them. This is kind of cool.
Yeah, man.
Every time you guys do a live stream, I'm always fishing or something.
Must be nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man. Well, plugging along here. Got want to give a huge shout out to Sam Jones. He made a bunch of these graphics that we've been showing.
Yeah.
Got Dan Perry coming back in.
My phone got too hot and shut down.
Yeah.
Well,
It doesn't matter,
the
DK.
little-
I don't think you really need your phone anymore, dude.
The
Josh
little
just
temperature deal.
Josh just got a little bit of an upgrade. He's at 76 3/4 now. So you need
That's not what I wanted to hear.
2 15-inch fish to beat him by a 1/4 inch.
Dan,
He's not
you've limited out each time you've live streamed, haven't you?
Yeah.
You got a little less than an hour, my man. You got
do
55 minutes.
All right. I got faith.
Gotta have faith. Is that George Michaels?
Sounds familiar.
Limp Bizkit did a
I
cover
like that
of
song.
that too.
And Limp Bizkit did it too.
Yeah. Which version do you prefer?
Limp Bizkit. That was during my,
The
that's
youth.
when I was coming up though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Justin asked If we got one.
There you
Must
go.
be a bass. It's a bass.
Josh is on him.
It's a little guy though. What's my smallest?
Smallest is 13 and a half, my man.
Josh asked, or Justin asked, didn't Josh's phone die during the rematch between him and Milford? Yeah, he caught one with like 10 minutes left, didn't he?
Yeah, and then his phone died.
Oh, that would suck.
But then they rematched and he beat him again.
Yeah. Oh, Milford started off hot, and then Josh caught a bunch of them
Yep.
right off the bat.
Definitely went on a tear.
All right, that's not going to measure.
All right. No measure.
How big was he?
Like 12.
Oh,
Can I donate it to DP?
If you want to, I mean, that's your
Come on.
option.
I didn't hear that in the rules. Is all I'm saying. Like,
I mean, if you give him a 12, that means he needs an 18 to beat you.
I don't need your.
we'll look at that
fish.
later.
I'm really going to beat you now.
Oh, snap. It's on.
No.
It's on.
No, it's not on. Don't
No,
go
it-
on.
With 54 minutes to go.
It's not looking good for the home team, man.
Don't be
I'm going
on.
to go fish this tree.
Needs 2 15s. Needs 30 inches to beat Josh currently.
I'm going for the magic tree.
Oh,
Well, I just
yeah.
need to tie because I got a bigger big.
anyway, while you were gone and didn't have service, I told him how you had this magic tree, and then I said you probably have 2 fish tied up to it.
Oh, come on.
That would be magic, right?
If I'm a cheat, it ain't going to be for a trophy. It have to have a whole lot of zeros. I don't think I would cheat, but if somebody if you had $1 million on the line, how good of a person are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd like to think I wouldn't cheat. I hope I wouldn't cheat.
Yeah. What was the name of that guy that did that in San Diego again?
Mike Long.
Yeah, Snagmaster.
Snagger.
They actually, I think I read that whole article, and they said he tied up fish to trees and stuff too.
Well,
I'm like,
transferred fish to different lakes as well.
yeah.
Big records there, stuff like that.
That's like, I don't get it. That's the kind of stuff never crosses my mind.
Holy
It's
shit.
crazy.
Yeah, me neither.
Dude. Now you're in trouble.
I love to fish too much.
Yeah.
Looks like Smith.
Yeah, I mean, if you did it, our community is so small. If you did it one time, you'd be done
Yeah.
forever. I mean, not to bring it up, but look at Ron Champion.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody has their, I don't think he cheated because it wasn't in the rules. He bet the board. That's fine. They
Yeah.
create a new rule. I don't have a problem with it, but I mean, a lot of people,
Right. Chris said the tourney and after hours live streams have been fun. Got to start a new tourney when this one ends. Do something like the picking the 2 baits your opponent can use.
You guys working on something after this one ends?
I use my 5th amendment, right?
What's that?
I plead the 5th.
Okay. Yeah, I miss after hours, man. I was just thinking about this past week.
Got to get on it. We've been doing all these live streams for the brackets, so we kind of put that on hold.
Yeah.
Still here, Dan. Just don't have a camera on.
Yep. See, he turned off his camera because he has them tied to the tree.
Oh no, I'm here.
Oh,
Can
he's
you hear
there.
me? I didn't turn off my camera.
You're just not showing up on our end. We can hear you.
All right, hold
Let
on.
me try removing them and bringing them back.
Just messing with you, by the way, man.
Oh, I know.
But just in case.
Josh ain't scared.
Oh man.
Dan dropped out of it. So if Josh seals the deal with W, he'll be going up against Sam Jones and whoever we can beat, Brad and Susie. How you feeling about that matchup, Brad?
Not good. I haven't been able to catch a limit on these live streams.
Ooh,
So it is what it is.
Susie's home lake.
I want this to be on camera.
You're on camera.
I think being on live like
Well, that's
affects me, man.
Yeah.
It's like going fishing with a buddy. I always do better when I go by myself too.
That's because you got him tied up to a tree.
Yep.
Justin Staley asked how Susie's doing in Kentucky. When I last looked, she had 2 fish, and she was doing a little bit better than yesterday as far as quality of fish go. So it seems like she's on a little bit better bite. Chris Dodson said the banner is open. That's where Susie fishes. So that'll be a tough one, man. I think you need to go where Eldridge has been fishing. He's been pretty.
Well, he knows how to fish deep. That's that lake he's at, man. It stair steps down to like 40 feet real fast.
All right.
That's not my strength at all.
Got to work on it, bro. Got to work on it.
Yep. I know Aaron Steiger wears them out too, man.
Yep.
At that spot.
Good. Dan's on the move. Just looking for 2 15-inch fish. Josh Smith is sitting comfortable with 76 3/4. Dan's got 240 or has got 47.
I might end up just doing a river float.
Nice.
Might as well.
On that stretch.
I don't know where yet.
The Jeep stretch. Is that Jeep still there?
No, I don't think it is. I think they took it out. Yeah.
Nice.
They fenced off that area. I can't put in there anymore.
Really?
Yeah. Made me so mad.
Interesting.
I went and fished. I was going to fish here one day, and right where I parked, I saw there was a new fence up. I'm like, oh, come on, man.
Yeah.
Here at the trees. We'll see what happens.
Dan's at the magic tree. I'll be right back.
Watch him catch a 30-inch bass.
Fucking magic.
I mean, there wasn't any big ones here last week, but a
Yeah.
lot of different conditions too.
What was the difference?
I think last week they were on it because of the wind,
Yeah.
and now no wind, so I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Make it easier to fish.
Yep. Yeah, if it was windy, would you still be finessing?
Yeah, last week I was able to get protected back behind it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a big old worm, big old black and blue worm. It's not, it's not that finesse.
Gotcha. Man. It's going to get interesting.
Probably else.
How deep is this spot that you're fishing?
I don't know. I don't have a graph on here.
Yeah, I didn't know if you had one last week or not.
No. Don't know.
Is it different going from your pedal to a paddle? Does it throw you off a little
Yeah,
bit?
it sucks. It sucks. I hate the paddle. I mean, I don't. Some people think that they're even, or whatever. I am not. I am not in the paddle camp at all. Like if I'm on a river, sure.
Yeah.
But just kayak fishing normally, no, it's not even close to me. Being hands free is the deal.
Yeah.
So no, I don't. I do not like to. I enjoy paddling. I just think it's kayak fishing. It's way inferior to pedaling.
Yeah, I
Personally.
gotcha.
Everybody has their own thing, but
I gotcha. That's all I know is paddle, man. I've tried pedal drives, but I've never fished out of one. So I have no
just
idea.
having your hands free is, it's not the same thing.
And that's the thing I like about your guys' Jacksons and stuff. It has the instant reverse. You don't have to pull something to go backwards,
Oh, I'm native.
That's what I meant, Jackson and native.
Yeah, I got you.
Not saying there's anything wrong with the Hobies or anything, but
Oh no, Hobies are nice.
yeah, I'm still holding out hope that Bonafide drops a bomb on somebody this year on everybody and announces a pedal drive.
They're eventually going to do that.
I feel like they will too. It just takes a while to develop.
Well, they want to be different, right? I mean,
Yeah, it has to be different. Can't just throw something out there with a native drive in it. I guess they could, but I don't know. Oh, man. Where'd Brian go?
There we go. Nothing
Got
on
about
a tree yet.
3 minutes left to go, boys and girls.
I'm actually heading out now.
All right, man.
So,
You hit the water?
no, I got to go family stuff and then pick up a mattress.
Right on.
Might be fishing later. We'll see.
Sweet. Enjoy the weekend, brother. Thanks.
Good luck, guys.
see you, Brad.
Thank you.
See you.
I'm going to need it.
Yeah.
All right. B-Rad is out. Dan Perry winding down, bro. 42 minutes.
All right.
Lost Josh Smith. How you feeling, man?
I really just wanted one fish here. Just one, I'd be happy.
All you need is 2, my man. 2 good ones. Josh says otherwise, though.
I'm still fishing.
Got to keep fishing, man. You never. Josh's smallest fish is 13 and a half. He's got a 14 and 3/4, 2 15 and 3/4, and a 17. That brings him to 76 and 3/4 inches. Dan Perry's got 47 inches, a 19 and a quarter, 15 and a quarter, and a 12. He needs 30 inches to jump in the lead, or 29 and 3/4 to tie. He does have the biggest fish. He's bouncing around trying to find some fish. Josh is
I
on
do have the big.
in upstate New York.
Dun, dun.
Dan's on Ghetto Lake in Alabama.
That's right.
Chris Josh says need Dan to get a nice one so we could watch Josh sweat. Need another 19, man. That would put the pressure on.
Yeah. We'll see.
These guys got 40 minutes left to go.
It's definitely high pressure, bluebird, no wind. The conditions are not good.
I hear you, man. I hear you. Looks like Josh is getting some little bit more wind, a little bit more cloud cover. So he's definitely got some conditions in his favor. Dan's got some bluebird skies. The heat. How hot is it supposed to get down there today, Dan? 80 something?
Yeah, like right at 90.
Yeah.
Well, at least after he gets done with this and go enjoy his nice sunny day, though, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm be hanging out in the pool after us.
I'm about to go get Sam Jones next.
It'll be Sam Jones and whoever wins between Brad and Susie.
Okay.
So that'll be the final matchup. There's 3 people in that matchup, and then whoever wins that goes up against the man himself, Mr. Doo-Doo, Mr. Dustin Nichols. Dustin won the winner's bracket. Congrats to him.
Yeah, he beat me.
He beat you and Eldridge. Eldridge didn't put up a fish, though, right? Or he only had a couple?
No, he did. Right?
I thought he had a couple. I could be wrong.
No, I did not catch 5 fish in all my deals because I didn't catch my 5th. I caught a 5th like 5 minutes after.
Oh.
It was an 18. It was a good one too.
And I think Dustin
It's
had
still
like
when I
90 inches, right?
yeah. I had a 12. I actually had 5 fish. He already had his, he was already waxing them, so I knew at 12 wasn't going to help. So
Right.
I didn't measure it. But I'm gonna go over here and go fish this other side. Looking pretty good.
Nice.
Maybe some bluff walls, a little something different.
Change it up a little bit. Could be the difference. See Dan putting in the work with that paddle.
Boo.
Josh, you working that wacky rig still?
Yeah.
Right on. I know Dan's caught most of his fish on the Nico rig today
Yeah, swim jig.
and a swim jig. Winding down, got about 37 minutes to go. Last half hour should heat up a little bit.
Oh. See what happens. Come on, fish. Ugh. Yeah. Right?
Yep.
Is everything open back up in New York?
We were in what they call
All right.
phase 3. I don't know what that means, but I saw a bunch of people at a bar or standing outside a bar the other day. So there's supposed to be 4 phases.
Yeah. I'm guessing it's different for the state than it is the city, huh?
Yeah, well, they break it down by region. Like we're in a region that shares like 3 or 4 counties.
Gotcha. Come on, fish. Oh. Oh my God.
I hear something.
God, dog. That's a freaking giant too.
Nice.
Come on. Come on.
Damn, Perry's hooked up with a jank.
Yeah, dog. Oh my God.
Here we go. Here we go.
Come on. Come on.
Here we go.
It ain't none of that. Woo!
Dan's excited. Gonna put the pressure on. Pull Dan out of here so he can get a photo. We'll see what that looks like. Sounds like it's good, Josh. What are you thinking, man?
It sucks because like there's not enough time for me to get to a spot that I think would do good. So I kind of gotta like make the best of what I got in this area that I'm in. So
unless it's 30 inches, you're still in the lead, my man.
yeah, there's still
And,
30 minutes left.
He's got 30 minutes. 30 minutes. So we'll see what this one is once he gets measurements sent in here, guys and gals. It's heating up. It's always that last half hour mainly. Sam Cox says, get it, DP. Chris Josh says, yes. So we'll see what happens here. We'll see how big this is. This will be Dan's 4th fish. Dan currently has 19 and a quarter, 15 and a quarter, and a 12. And the one he just sent in is another 19 and a quarter.
All right, you got work to do.
So that puts Dan at 66.25. Nice fish, bro. That bumps you up to 66.25.
Man, he was heavy. He wasn't very long, but that was a little person.
You're behind by 10.5 inches. So you will need one 12-inch fish.
Yeah.
That'll put you in the lead by 1.5 inches. 12 inches puts you in the lead by 1.5 inches.
It's really
You have
hurting.
to
I
have
miss
a
him.
minimum of 12 inches, though, right?
Minimum 12-inch, yep. So
Really
if he
hurts him
catches a
missing
10.5, no bueno. It's got to be 12. Got to be 12. How you feeling now, bro? How you feeling now, DP?
I'm jacked up.
All right. You got 28 minutes. 28 minutes. I know what this pressure cooker feels like. I had this situation against Susie. My recommendation is don't fish too fast and stay focused. Let these guys duke it out. Here we go.
Snag.
Got 25 minutes to go.
How long?
25, 2-5. Dos Cinco. Josh Smith on Oneida Lake in upstate New York. Currently in the lead was 76 3/4 inches. Dan Perry was 66 1/4 on Ghetto Lake in Alabama. Dan just put up a 19 1/4 to close up the gap a little bit. Want to give a shout out to all the companies that helped make this possible. Shout out to Angler. Great community, both online and the app. If you don't have the app, get signed up. Keep track of all your fishing trips. Makes a digital log. Great content and community over there at Angler. Shout out to Yak Attack for providing the camera view that you're seeing from these guys' kayaks today with their Panfish Portrait Pro. Shout out to Catch, Duke at Catch Products. Always stepping up the game. They got the new aluminum board coming out along with the polymer board. Should be within the next month or so. Jigmasters jigs. When in doubt, get the jig out. Go to jigmasters.com. Use promo code PNF20. Save 20%. TRC covers. Protect your investment. Some of the best rod covers on the market. They float if you drop them in the water. Doing a couple other things too. Reel covers, bait covers. They got you covered.
And they also have like electronics cable covers
Correct.
and bait sacks. They have all kind of cool stuff.
Yes, sir. South Mountain Media, our man Sam Jones. If you're in need of some website work, social media work, Angler Media Deck, hit up Sam Jones at South Mountain Media. Shout out to Rocktown Adventures, rocktownadventures.com for all your kayak, fishing, hiking, and camping needs. Wicked Weights, Biz Baits, Jackson Kayak and Orion Coolers, She Angler Custom Baits, Arachnet. Bunch of good old companies. Check all those folks out. Follow them on social media. Twenty-two minutes, folks. Will Josh Smith be victorious? Or will Dan Perry deliver the upset? Dun, dun, dun.
I don't like this feeling right now. This has everything it needs to be an upset.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see, man. Time is the enemy here. 21 minutes. Gotta catch one fish, 12 inches or over. So you're banking on Alabama bass not being hungry right now.
Yeah. It's the hot summer day.
They are definitely not hungry.
Yeah. It's gonna slow up. We got 4 fish. Josh has got 6. Chris Dodson says catch one more, Dan. Josh Smith's bag looks like this: 17 inches, 2 15 3/4, 1 14 3/4, and a 13 1/2. Dan Perry's bag looks like this: 2 19 1/4 inch, 1 15 1/4, 12. You can see even with that 12, those 2 19s did some damage for his total. It does have to be a 12-inch minimum. So even if Dan catches a 10.5 or an 11, it won't count. So Josh is really hoping he gets a slew of 10s and 11s right now. Lost Dan's feed. There he is, back with us.
I've been here the whole time.
19 minutes to go. Got Josh Smith from the Dark Waters podcast. Who you got coming up next on the pod, Josh?
I think I'm doing my friend tonight. And then Adam Rise is coming on this coming week.
That's a name we've been seeing quite a bit of lately, Adam Reiser.
Well, I learned about it when he broke his 2 front teeth.
Oh yeah, with the weight, right?
Yeah.
Pulled it back out of a tree or something, was snagged up, had a tungsten weight come back, crack him in his 2 front teeth, knocked him out.
But then he kept fishing.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the kind of people I like.
Yeah. Like it. Like it.
Got some dirt and spit in his blood.
Oh man. Dan Perry and Jimmy Skinner doing the Reel Down live Monday nights. I'm sure we'll have some tournament winners from this past weekend on there. Monday night at 8 Central,
I had
right?
no idea.
He's lagging out a little bit. Pretty sure they're at 8 or 8:30 Central.
8.
8 o'clock Monday night. Jimmy Skinner, Dan Perry on the Reel Down. Oh, Dustin Nichols is in the chat. What's up? Just woke up for a bit and caught the tail end, guys. Going back to sleep after watching the rest of this. Well, we got what do we got? We got 17 minutes left. Dan Perry needs one 12-inch fish, and that will put him in the lead. And if not, Josh Smith takes the victory, and he will face off with Sam Jones and whoever wins between Susie and Brad to face the man Dustin Nichols.
I don't know what that just was.
You were lagging out there, bro. Dan's lagging a little bit.
There's a penalty for that, right?
1-inch deduction every time you lag. Chris Dotson asked, how do you guys pick who you are going to interview?
I don't have a method.
I don't either.
Like if you do something cool, if I see a cool picture, you might get on my show.
There you go. Dan and Jimmy usually look through the tournaments over the weekend, try to get the national winners on there.
Yeah.
They just did a
Hopefully
cool
somebody
show.
from the Hobie.
Yeah. You guys just did a cool show with the youngins. Some young kids down in the South doing the kayak bass fishing high school league and stuff. That was cool. Cool to see.
Is high school kayak fit? High school bass boat fishing big up there?
We got it. Yeah, it's starting to get bigger. They had it at my son's high school. I told him he was an idiot. He didn't. But what are you gonna do? Got Dan coming in and out here. Down to 15 minutes, boys and girls. 15 minutes. Who's going to take home the W? Is it going to be New York or is it going to be Alabama? I'm voting for New York.
Me too.
Dan can't hear me. He's lagged out right now. So you put up a good show today, man. Good show, man. Nice solid bag. Been on fish.
Not bad for 4 hours, man.
No, not at all.
and not being able to move across the lake like I usually do.
Right. Yeah, we lost Dan completely. Chris Dotson said last he knew there was 40 high schools that have a bass team in Illinois. Roll Tide is what Justin Staley said. I think that's Alabama.
Yeah,
Crimson.
they're weird. They got little sayings like
Yeah.
"roll tide" or "eat tide" or.
Dan back. Dan, you're down to 14 minutes, bro.
All right.
Dan, take a coffee break, bro. I don't need this kind of pressure in my life.
Brad Hicks said he'd mobile order it for him so you can pick it up. And free coffee. Can't beat that.
Really wish I would have brought my Ned rig.
Deadly Nedley.
I definitely did not expect to be doing this.
Somebody did a photo in one of my group chats. It's a picture of a Walgreens. It says the temperature is 196 degrees Fahrenheit. He said, I think the world's coming to it.
Come on, fish.
Dustin Nichols says, come on, DP. 13-inch dink will get you through. All he needs is a 12, technically.
Just to face him again. It's like even if you win, you lose.
Yeah. And what happens when you got to face Texas?
Yeah.
Dustin's been on a good bite. I talked to him yesterday quite a bit. Down south there, ended up 8th, but he lost a good one at the boat. So, top water frog bite for him. He said, "Oh, a 12. Yeah, 12's all DP needs, man."
Took him a little bit to get that math right, huh?
Yeah. I mean, you're both cran eaters, bro. Just saying.
Yeah, but I know 2 + 2.
Where does that cran eaters thing come from? I have no clue.
I have no idea. I mean, we've been called knuckle draggers, jarhead. There's all kinds of things. I think the being mean is that I guess like Marines are kind of the retards of the military, and back when it was okay to be mean to people, that's when someone came with the whole crown thing.
Oh man.
It's not politically correct anymore.
Just an update from the Hobie Bass Open on Kentucky Lake. Interesting moves. Your current leader, Cody Milton, 175.75.
I'm so sick of that guy.
Jackson Orr, 162.75. Third place, Siddiqui, 159. Fourth, Charles Miser, 157. Corey Dreyer, 147. Kurt Pignot, 145.5. And sixth. Seventh, Steve Lehman, 145. Tim Isaacs in eighth, 144.75. Ninth, Jason Isaacs, 144.5. 10th, Toby Clefman, 144.25. Some moves going on at the Hobie Bass Open.
Cody Milton, go figure.
Cody's a hammer, man. KBF
Not doing
Potomac.
any more tournaments with him there.
KBF Potomac, first place, A. Fiolka, 91.75. Second place, 83.75. John Mijas. Third place, Team Jackson, Ken Wood, 82.5. Fourth, B. Dennison, 81 3/4. Fifth, M. Hosky, 81 1/2. Sixth, R. Ocampo, 80 3/4. Seventh place, Derek Brundle, 78 1/2. Eighth, B. Wenzel, 75.75. Along with ninth place, Mara Hill, R. Montes, 75 1/4. That's your update from around the national tournament scene.
They still got plenty of time too.
Yeah, they do. We lost Dan, but he should be back in shortly.
I'm saying I should get an extra inch or two because you haven't lost me once.
Yeah. I mean, bonus. Oh, hooked up. Josh Smith hooked up.
What is he?
Could it be a bass? Could it be a pickerel?
It's a bass, and it's an upgrade.
Nice. 13 1/2 is Josh's smallest. I know Dustin is asking if Josh Stewart has uploaded fish yet for Kentucky Lake. I don't think so. I know a lot of folks have cell issues down there, so it's very possible. But yeah, can't count him out. Let's see what Josh has got. We got 8 minutes left to go. Josh's smallest fish is 13 1/2. Josh has got another one. He's going to measure it, Dan.
How much longer do I have?
You got 8 minutes, bro. His smallest is 13 1/2. We'll see what kind of upgrade this is.
I would say at least a 15. We'll see.
If it's a 15, that would give him an 1.5 inches, so you'd still need a 12-inch fish. Damn. Seven minutes. Watch that paddle go a little faster.
I'll be right back.
All right, man.
I like it.
We're gonna see what Josh has here. Dan is on the move. So the reason why, I just looked this up, why Marines are called cran eaters, said that Marines would eat crans instead of their MREs. That's a joke. Waiting for this fish to come in from Josh. See what he's got. Josh Smith measuring up a fish. His smallest fish is a 13 1/2. Before this upgrade, Dan only needed a 12-inch fish. He was 10 1/2 inches behind. So if Dan can get a fish here in the last 6 minutes, he may take home the W. Dan's last two fish were 19 1/4. He's been on some big ones. Just waiting for a photo to come in from Josh, see what he's got.
All right.
Here it is. Let's see. Josh has got a 15 1/4.
There you go.
That'll give him 1 3/4 upgrade. It gives Josh Smith 78.5. 78.5.
That's a good 4 hours, man.
Yeah, buddy. Can't argue that, man. Dan, you need 12.25 inches to tie,
All right.
but you would win with big fish. 12.25, 4 minutes to go, bro.
What's my smallest fish right now?
Your smallest fish now is 14.75.
All right, I'm gonna try to upgrade one more time.
So Josh Smith's bag looks like this: 17, 2 15.75, a 15.25, and a 14.75. Dan Perry's bag, he started out the morning with a 12, then a 15.25, and then two 19.25. Dan is behind by 12.25 with 3 minutes to go. How you feeling, Smith?
Oh God, I'm about to beat DP. That's pretty big, man. I didn't wake up this morning confident that I could beat Alabama. You know, I felt like most college football teams when they play in Alabama. You know,
Dan threw in a fake hook set there. He's got 3 minutes to go, boys and girls. Man, it's always down to the wire. I love it. I love these matches, how they come down, man.
All right. There's none on this tree.
Chris Jock says, love when people deliver under pressure. Good job, Josh.
yeah, he's the one who's been talking shit all day, though, right?
No, not him. Not him.
Okay.
He's
My
been
apologies.
encouraging both anglers. Chris, longtime supporter of the podcast. We're winding down. Got 2 minutes left. Dan Perry needs a 12.25. Josh Smith just upgraded 1.75 inches, bringing him up to 78.5. He's on Oneida Lake in upstate New York. Dan Perry's on Ghetto Lake in Alabama. He's got 4 fish, 12.25 inches behind. He's got 66.25. Two minutes to go. Josh, you look like you're not breathing very well, buddy.
Give me 1.5 minutes.
Oh, we're down to 1 minute. It's 10:59 Central, 11:59 Eastern. Will Dan Perry connect?
Please don't, Dan. I don't need your 20-inch bullshit right now.
Oh, man. What a great, great battle it's been all day long. Thank you, everybody who tuned in, watched. Scott said, can't wait to listen to Josh's podcast now. With the tongue out emoji. But you can definitely catch up with Josh at the Dark Waters podcast. And then Dan Perry and Jimmy Skinner will be live Monday night right here on the Facebook and YouTube pages. And if you missed that, that goes live Tuesday morning on all podcast platforms. And that is it, my friends.
And a snag.
Dan.
Good job, Josh.
Thanks, DP. Good match, buddy.
Yeah,
Josh.
man, you too.
Congrats. Justin Staley says, great job, guys. It was a battle all the way till the end.
We caught some fish, man.
Josh Smith succeeds and moves on to the final round. Dan Perry is done with the bracket. It's an epic battle all day long, man. You guys got any shout outs or anything you want to give before we end this up?
Yeah, I'll thank
Go ahead, Josh.
Lures, Outdoorsman Coffee, all my friends that or all the people that follow Dark Waters, New York KBF, and obviously my brothers and sisters at Paddle and Fin. So
Right on. Nice work
I
today.
just like the way he says lures.
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 How about you, Dan?
Those X Zone are legit, by the way.
Yeah, man.
Native watercraft, yeah, yeah.
Right on, gentlemen.
And Paddle and Fin, listen to us. Like Brian said, Monday night, the Reel Down. We'll definitely be having some people on Facebook Live, and next day you can get it on any podcast platform.
Right on. You guys have a good day.
Up with hope, down with dope.
Peace. All right, boys and girls, there you have it. Josh Smith moves on. Great job by Josh, man. Put together a great bag. Dan didn't give up, man. Just kept chugging along, man. Justin Saley says, talk about a huge bracket upset. No doubt. I mean, Josh talked about it at the beginning. He figured, going up against Alabama was going to be tough. But Josh has been on a good bite up there in New York, man. So congrats to him. Congrats to both these guys, man. They've been battling through this bracket. Chris Johnch says, good job, both. One of the best competitions to date. Love it. Love it. Love it. These guys did an awesome job. Randy Rhyme. It's a great match, guys. Thank you for the entertainment. Absolutely. So I believe next week we got Susie Roloff and Brad Hicks. And then we'll move on to that final round of the losers bracket to see who's going to face off against Dustin Nichols. Be sure to tune in to the Reel Down tomorrow. A lot of movement in that leaderboard down at the Hobie Kentucky Bass Open, and especially over there in the KBF Potomac as well. So be sure to catch Dan and Jimmy on the Reel Down right here Monday night, 8 p.m. So until next time, guys, tight lines, smooth paddling. Peace.